Yo, what's up? It is I, Enigmon. And today we're gonna read a lot. Like I think like 30 things. I think that's the number, I think. I don't remember. But give me a second. I'm currently scavenging for a couple readables that I did not pick up yet. So that's why I'm in the school building. I think I'm missing like 6. I got like 3 off stream, but I figured I can just, stream our little excursion. Also, sorry for the lag, but I need the browser opened in the back. Okay. To know where the fuck I'm going. Okay, wait. What else do we need? We're missing 5. Extras handbook. That sounds like it's in this school. Let's see. Extras handbook. It is... Please tell me... Oh no, nobody commented how to get this. Oh no. How do I get this? I don't want to read this on the wiki. I mean... Fuck. Wait, what if I just Google it? Hello, Cody. What is Starville Station? Okay, this is just the book. Well, okay, I guess that one we'll have to read on the wiki, because it doesn't tell me where the fuck is it. Okay. Letters to the detective. This one is in Dovbrook District. Oh, Ashville's room. Okay, we can go there. We can go to Ashville's room. I hate when they add the readables to like older areas. Cause like, how the fuck am I supposed to know that it's there? You know? If they're in new areas, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm exploring, I will find them along the way. But if it's old areas, like, why would I ever go back? Why would I ever go back? And then I need to fucking go to the wiki. Well, Cody, I mean, you got her. There's nothing... Why are you here? I know who you are. Why are you here now? I know it's his room and all, but... Not right now. Okay. What else do we need? Let's see. Stories of ENVtuber. That is in the tavern on top of some boxes. They added a thing to the tavern? Okay, let's see. World Ends Tavern. And where is this? This is like a... Where is that? Oh, is it here? Okay, it's over here. Ah, there we go. Next up, Yo-Yo's letter. Who the fuck is a Yo-Yo? This one is... Oh no, please tell me there's a comment that tells me where it is. Oh my god, the guy just says that the letters are cool, but they're... Why does it not say where they are? Oh my god, dude. I should wait till I do readables next time. Okay, cultural study of Murata. There we go. This one is... Oh my god, I need to go back to the academy. Okay. Graphia Academy. In... where is this? Oh, is it just... Oh, it's in the archive. Okay. Wait, that's not the archive, it's just the library.
No one's eavesdropping.
Wait. Oh wait, that's upstairs. Where is this? It's like in the middle. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, here. Okay, so it seems like those are all that I can get right now. Because the other ones are, well, I don't know where the fuck they are, so... In front of a certain residence, that tells me nothing. So, we're gonna read those on the wiki. Maybe we can start with those, that way we don't need to swap around. Yeah, we'll probably do that. But let's do all the dailies, because I haven't done those. What's this? Oh. Well, that starts tomorrow. Is there a story to this? Maybe. And there's a 2v1. Maybe there's a story to this. We'll see. Okay. Mail. Give me my free pulls. Ooh, 6. Nice. Oh, and the web event. Okay, wait, let me do that real quick. Although I probably have to do something in the game for it to. Why do I pick a team again? I already did this. Oh, it's like glitchy now. What the fuck? Okay, what do they want me to do? Wait, why did it like reset my thing? Am I cheating right now? Like, what the fuck is going on? Am I getting these things right now? No. Just the event just broke. Okay, that's fine. And I'm just gonna do the third one. This is weird. The social media event, that's whatever. I need to use 50,000 credits and... Okay, wait. Okay, how do I use 50,000 credits? What can we do? Okay, you know what? Can I like upgrade a light cone or something? I mean, I don't really want to upgrade any of these light cones. Is this light cone good? Crit damage by 30% when there is basic attack or skill damage. Does not result in a crit hit, increase their crit rate. That's not bad. Sure. $50,000 credits. Okay. That's good. Wait, that didn't count. What? Oh, there we go. It was delayed. It's weird that my old ones like reset. I don't know why, but they did. Let me click them again so that maybe they will stay. Okay, I can close this now. We can grab this. 160 Janes, nice. What do I want with my stamina? Yeah, I'll just get the newest relic. Okay, we'll do this and then we can read. We can read. Which I don't know how long it will take, but I'll love it.
Fiends or devils?
I'll crush them all.
Baneful clouds scatter.
Yeah, it will probably be a little bit laggy because I have the browser back and open in the back, so.
Bad omen. Don't thank me.
All for the thrill.
Is this a hit game Rail Honkai Stars?
Observe
Yeah,
the
we're
heavens
playing
with my
the
divinations.
sequel.
That's
True.
good luck. An explosive start.
It came out just 2 seconds ago.
Wiped him out.
A bad omen. Don't thank me.
Who are you railing and why is it mono elation? It's not mono elation. Huohuo's in here, okay?
Next round.
There's no mono elation
will be
happening.
me.
Also, I forgot to switch my headphones. I'm gonna do that right now as I'm talking.
Bonus round.
Who are we railing though? Wow. I mean, there's a lot of amazing options. I wouldn't say anybody in particular, but I guess currently it'd be Silverwolf, I guess. As the newest addition to the team. I could put Elation MC here instead of Huohuo just to be funny. But I kind of like having a sustainer in the team, you know? It's kind of a good idea, usually. Oh, you lost the audio because I swapped headphones. Let me fix that. Did that work? That didn't work. Fix yourself, please. Did I just break it? Is there just no audio ever? Hello? Okay, I guess I'll just use desktop audio. If you hear Discord beeps, it's probably gonna be me, so ignore them. That being said, I rarely get those, so we should be... Actually, I'm just gonna mute my Discord. That way nobody needs to worry about anything. Do not disturb. 8 hours, sure. Okay. Do we get anything good? No. Oh no, that's defense. Fuck no. 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 It could be better. Nah. No. Nope. Oh, that's it. Well, I love farming relics. It's so fun. Okay. Let's grab the dailies. Boom, boom, boom. Or grab the battle pass stuff. Boom. How deep did you go for Silver Wolf? I mean, I just got one of them. I did one temple on the light cone, but I want Blady and I want Nihilux whenever the fuck she will come out, and Pearl whenever she will come out, so I kind of want to save my Jades. But I actually don't remember how much did we have to go. I know we did win the 50-50, but I don't know how much. What is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, I guess we went quite far. Oh, it was basically at the very end. But yeah, I'm not gonna go for the light cone because I'm usually prefer having more characters rather than just getting light cones. It's mainly because light cones don't change anything visually, I feel like. I kinda like seeing what I pulled, and getting a PNG isn't really doing it for me. You know, like in Genshin, when you get a weapon, you can see it, so it goes with the character, it looks cool, it's fun. But in this game, you like don't feel it whatsoever. So I did get the glasses though. They're sick. Okay, I think we did everything. Yeah, I do have 2 light cones on my account. One of which I don't even know why or how I got. But like, I got the Topaz one because I'm a really big fan of Topaz. And just to show that I'm a really big fan of Topaz, every time we get a fucking character selector thingy, I always pick up Topaz. So she's at C5 right now. We're getting there. Next year we're getting the C6. So yeah, she obviously has her light cone. And I also have a light cone for Ruan Mei, which I don't remember how I got it, but I do have it. And I think that's all the premium light cones. Yeah, I have Jeopard light cone at S5 now, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, those are the only premium ones that I got. But yeah, Topaz has to be maxed out. Topaz was like the first love, and we gotta commit to this. Though I do like Herta a lot, but I don't think Herta will ever be free, so we will not be C6ing Herta. Unless I get surprised and they do add her to the store, then give me 6 years and Herta also will be C6. Okay, I guess we can... You have most character light cones? Yeah, I'm a collector. I don't really play for the meta. I don't really care if I clear endgame or not. I clear endgame just so I can get more characters, not for the sake of clearing it. Because I'm not a huge fan of like the turn-based that Star Rail has. It's just kind of... I play on auto and it just looks cool, you know, it fuels my ADHD, which I don't have, at least officially, but I like looking at the combat rather than engaging with it, so I just play auto. So I don't really care about the numbers or anything. It's more like, oh, I got a new character animations to look at kind of thing. That's why I get new characters that I just like, you know. And the cool glasses. Because when the game came out, I did buy like the monthly pass thingy. And I don't usually spend the premium currency you get on anything but skins. But this game has no fucking skins, so they were just sitting there. So I got the cool glasses, and it's cool. And the Castress outfit. That is something I didn't get this patch, because... Where is she? Oh, I think it's a really pretty outfit. But we still have a lot of them. How many do I have? I have That's one more skin if they ever add another one. We can get one more skin. So that's pretty cool. Do I have any standard? I don't. Oh. Oh wait, the store is resetting in 2 days, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I should probably try and get this fucking pom-pom, man. Although, I feel like the purple one looks better than the golden one, weirdly enough. I don't know, man. Okay, but I think we should get into the thing that we got here for today. Which is a lot of reading. That's right, everybody loves reading. We're not gonna read these. I will click them. But I'm awful with poems and I do not get anything that's going on in these, so I will skip over the poems because I'm really bad with that, so there is no point for me to read those. How many do we have? We have what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 plus 2, right? So 27 things. Not that bad. Not that bad. We're gonna read the 2 that we're missing because I have no idea where the fuck they are, but I have them on the wiki, so we're Yo-Yo's letters. Let's do that one first. Boom. Wait. Okay, it's 2 letters. Damn, that's quite lengthy. Holy. Browser. Boom. Can you see them? I'm gonna make it bigger. Wait, let me go here. Okay, I don't know if there's anything cool in these readables, but the plain Arcadia ones have been sometimes pretty funny. I like the ones that talk about past Phantasm games, because they're weird. Can this stop blinking, please? Thank you. Okay, let's check these letters. 2 letters lying by an abandoned residence. Okay, I have no idea where that could be. Like, they don't tell me where it is on the wiki. That's why we cannot read this in the game. To the 25-year-old Yo-Yo. Okay. Hi there, I'm your... Oh, I'm you from when you were 5. Oh, so they sent like a letter. Okay. That's cool. Miss Gina gave us our first assignment of the semester. Writing a letter to ourselves 20 years in the future. Mom bought me a new school bag this morning and made my favorite pan-fried fish. Okay, that's pretty tasty. She says that as long as I study hard, I'll be able to go to Dimension City and work in one of those sparkling skyscrapers. And I won't have to go out fishing like Mom and Dad. I've been practicing writing my name every day. The spelling is really hard, but I've already learned how to write it. To become you, my plan is as follows. Wait, Yo-Yo is hard to write? What is his last name? Learn how to count money. That way when I get paid working in those big shiny buildings, they won't make any mistakes. That is true. Remember the way home. From now on, I have to walk home by myself so Mom doesn't worry. Eat well. Mom says eating fish makes you smarter, so I make sure to lick my plate of fried fish clean every single day. Okay, I drew a picture of you with crayons. You're wearing a red shirt holding a briefcase and standing on top of a dazzling skyscraper. Can you help me look around and see if there's any shop selling fried fish in Dimension City? Dad says you can find anything in the big city. I'm gonna go take a nap now. I still haven't earned today's little red flower. What is that? Will you miss me, your little self? Oh, it's just Yo-Yo. That is not a hard name to spell. It was in 1979, so that'd be 20... Oh, that's exactly 20 years ago. In plain Arcadia years. Okay. New letter. Dear Mother, I hope this letter finds you well. I landed a staff job at Perlax Corp. Starting this month, I'm on a 6 months probation. My desk is by a window on the 17th floor. We have to wear the standard uniform while on the clock. Shirts must be ironed daily and the cuffs have to be spotless. Sometimes I envy my Mechatron colleagues since they never seem to stress about the dress code. Why they don't wear any? Okay. I live in an apartment on the far east side of Duo Mansion City. It's a bit of a trek to the office, but the distance to the train station isn't too bad. There's a convenience store downstairs that sells instant fried fish for 28 credits a pop. The fish is tender, but the sauce is way too sweet. Not really my thing. Hello, Nene. I mean, I wouldn't call this juicy lore just yet. It doesn't seem that crazy, but we definitely will have some. On the 10th of every month, a string of numbers pops up in my bank account. Then just as quickly, they drain away. 1/3 to the landlord, 1/4 for train tickets and convenience store gift cards. And then there's some baffling wish power mediation fee? Maybe I've been in a bad mood lately and caused trouble for the community workers. Why would you have to pay for, like, wish power? What the fuck? They are just stealing their money. Mom, I don't think I'll ever learn my way around this place. The city is huge and I have no time to get familiar with it. After a whole week of work, all I want to do is lie down in my rental and get some extra rest. I don't know where to go to have fun, and I don't have any friends here to take me out. That's sad. My colleagues are always talking about financial freedom and escaping the rat race. Hearing those words puts me in a daze. The life everyone's yearning for. It sounds exactly like the life we had 20 years ago. Once I've saved up enough money, I'll come back to Seafound and run a small restaurant with you. Doesn't that sound nice? Mom, last night I dreamt of when I was little. If I can make it home this holiday, could you make fried fish again and teach me how to do it? I don't want to be smarter this time, I just want to retain its taste. May the seas be calm and your burdens lighten. After all, you're all I have left to worry about since Dad passed. Wish you all the best. Damn, that's kind of deep. No lore though, no big lore, but I assume a lot of people feel like this at some point. You know, okay, what is the other one I don't have? Extras Handbook. That's the other one that we don't have in the game, so we gotta read it here. A slightly wrinkled printout that appears to be a draft of a job posting. Okay. The Phantasmal Games has reached a fever pitch. Okay, and Director of Full Wish's TV debate is about to kick off. We need at least 150 extras to provide the crowd presence and wish power support for Director of Full Wish. Details are as follows. Oh, so they just funnel wish power into her. Okay. Job requirements: must have good camera presence and comprehension skills, able to work cooperatively to complete filming tasks, clear speech and a flair for performance are a plus, zero experience welcome. Okay. Always believe that you are happy. Job scope: responsible for serving as an audience member during Director of Full Wish's TV addresses, appearing in both wide shots and close-up to demonstrate approval of the speech content with genuine emotion. Those with excellent communication skills may serve as assistants, answer Director of Full Wish's questions, or share their own stories during the audience integration segments. Topics include, but are not limited to, improper conduct by outsiders in Plain Arcadia, damage caused by outsiders to Plain Arcadia, whether on a social or physical level, the spiritual encouragement and role model strength that Director of Full Wish provides to the people. Feel free to include your own story of how Full Wish's deeds inspired you to face life more positively. The IPC's modifications and devastation of the Arcadia. Use direction when discussing this. Don't go overboard with the details. Oh, discretion, not direction. Most importantly, make sure to smile and wave those glow sticks with all your heart. Let everyone in Plain Arcadia feel your happiness through the cameras. Compensation: 300 credits daily? Lunch and dinner included, transportation provided. Get a chance to snap a close-up photo with Director of Full Wish herself. You'll become happy forever and ever. I don't know how much credits actually are supposed to be worth, but saying this as someone who has fucking millions of them, tens of millions in fact, What the fuck is this? 300 credits daily? That's ridiculous. What the fuck? Okay. That's all we need from the wiki, so I can close the browser. Now, let's go to the top. Reasonable conjecture on the mechanics of Phantasm. Oh, that's a Phantasm game thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of reading to do today. Okay. As everyone knows, the Phantasm games involve 8 supplicants competing together. They offer up miracles to Aha and Plain Arcadia. The one who gathers enough wish power wins. Wins the game and will receive the divine authority for 1 minute from the laughter. But dear readers, have you ever pondered a serious question? Just how much is enough wish power to declare a supplicant victorious? That's a good question. If we were to convert the wish power stored in a supplicant's mask into wish pay, would it be 1 billion or even more? You don't know, right? Well, funny thing is, I don't know either. Next up, I'll break down the 2 most compelling conjectures to share my own take on them. So what you're saying is you know nothing and you're just gonna pretend to know stuff. Okay. Extreme maximalist theory. The victory condition from the Phantasm games is a massive and clearly defined wish power quota. One that can only be achieved through sustained planet-wide attention converging on a single individual. The vast majority of people in Arcadia and even many wish power scholars share this view, which was somewhat validated when the Department of Aberration Defense discovered a way to enter the Phantasm courtyard and gained the ability to partially track game progress by observing the altars corresponding to each mask. However, the observation results from the altars are actually more akin to a percentage of completion rather than quantifiable numbers. And with that, there's been no shortage of those who use this very evidence to challenge the extreme maximalist theory in the academic circles of wish power. Yeah, there are those little flames in the Phantasm courtyard. They fill up the more wish power a person gets. Well, Wish reached 4 out of 5 during the final battle, so she was close, I assume. But like, what is the number? Who the fuck knows? Who knows? Okay, Aha's mood theory. Is this just gonna be like, oh, Aha just feels like someone wins, so they win? Since this is Aha's game, wouldn't setting a fixed quota make things far too boring? This theory posits? Is that a word? That the Phantasm games and even Phantasm itself are one massive divine crafted black box. What kind of actions can stir up wish power? Countless studies have already proven that the generation of wish power is influenced by multiple factors, such as trending development, social environments, educational systems, and so on. And all of us supplicants' wish power is stored in their mask, making it impossible to observe the exact total amount stored even by the end of the game. Looking back at the records, we can't help but notice that sometimes it seems like the winner fulfilled the requirements in just a few days. Other times the supplicants had to give it their all just to scrape together enough wish power. If that's the case, then maybe wish power was just a smoke screen from the start. The real winning condition was probably making Aha laugh genuinely. I wouldn't be surprised if this is true. I feel like that might be true. Dynamic flux theory. The following is just my modest thought offered by your consideration, for your consideration after drawing from the wisdom of those who came before me. Hereby I shall present it for your amusement. First, we can safely say that the winning condition for the game must involve an absolutely massive amount of wish power. Otherwise, there would be no need for Aha to make such a big spectacle of hosting the game and drawing the gaze of everyone in the Arcadia. Secondly, even though we can't precisely measure a supplicant's wish power, scholars have tried to extrapolate a rough range based on everyday experience and data, but the results were confounding. The total amount of wish power flowing through each recorded Phantasm games follows absolutely no pattern whatsoever. There was even one year where the wish power needed to win was double that of the previous year. What factor then have we overlooked? The answer lies within the people of Arcadia themselves. As a game designed to fulfill Arcadians' wishes and harvest wish power, perhaps the victory condition is a two-way street. As the eras shift, so do the people's perceptions and needs regarding elation. When Arcadia's overall emotion runs low, naturally more effort is required to satisfy it. Under this hypothesis, Arcadia functions as a single giant entity with fluctuating desires, and the supplicant who can say this entity is the one who claims victory in the Phantasm games. Seen in this light, does the fact that the Phantasm games have returned after only 15 years not suggest that we have become increasingly greedy and ever more difficult to satisfy? That is an interesting one. I mean, I believe the aha mood theory the most. This one isn't bad. This one isn't bad, but I feel like I would side with the people who believe this one. You know, aha does everything on a whim, so the, you know, this just fits. Okay, Plu Industry, dude. You know how annoying it was to find this one? So I went to the wiki, right? And it tells me to find a Plu and beat him in the card game, right? I was looking for this fucker for like a couple minutes. Turns out it's just a big ass fucking duck on the side of a building. I thought that was just like a fucking ornament or something. No, it's like a real thing you can talk to. This was ridiculous, dude. Okay, but let's see. Plu Industries overview. What the fuck is Plu Industries? Interstellar conglomerate with century-long track record and stellar customer reviews. Its business ventures spanning food, daily necessities, and more. Okay. Company history. Plu Industries' predecessor, Yellow Ducky Nibbles. That's the guy that gave me this. Was a local snack company based in Seafeld City. Okay, founded in the early Ember era, 2157, and became famous for its innovative product Wishbay Gummies. I always forget what Ember era it is right now. I always fucking forget. Not that this really means anything, because each Ember era fucking has a different amount of years in it, but I don't remember what the year it is right now, or which Ember era. Later, the company expanded into general industries, entering markets for kitchen products, toys, and other everyday items. After several cycles of investment and new associates joining, it was renamed Plu Industries Group, with the original name preserved as a flagship brand. The brand group was founded by the eldest Yellow Ducky, born during the Ducklings roaming incident in Ahatopia, also the first Plu resident of Plain Arcadia. Bro, the Ducklings roaming incident is fucking ridiculous. What a name. Today, Plu Industries has become the most influential brand in Plain Arcadia, and we are committed to making Seafeld City the new economic hub of the Arcadia. Quack. I don't think they're more influential than Perlux Corp, but sure. Noah's through numbers. 33 brands currently under our umbrella, with over 5,000 products in our portfolio, and an average annual output exceeding 120 billion credits in recent years. Okay, current headcount stands at 77,000 employees, of which 72 are Plus. 72,000 are damn. Age-wise, our group upholds the principle of blending seasoned experts with fresh blood, with employees under 30 and those over 500 each accounting for more than 30% of the workforce. Damn. About our brands, Interstellar snack brand Yellow Ducky Nibbles, yeah, we know that one. Predecessor of Plu Industries and the core brand of the conglomerate strategic business philosophy aiming to promote the Plu's eating habits and Plain Arcadia's local specialty Seafold Scallions across the entire galaxy. Okay, Plu Chips. Wait, Seafell duck head. Why would Plus eat duck? Why would Plus eat? They are literally ducks. What the fuck? Okay. Toy brand Plu Play. Okay. Signature products include a metal toy duck, a silver duck, and a light sword. Damn. Some toys are for children only. Adults must be Wait, what? Adults must be accompanied by a child to play? Oh, that's a... What? What? That's so weird. So it's like the reverse of like, oh yeah, you need parental supervision to buy this thing. No, you need to have a child with you and the child needs to let you play with the toys. That's so stupid. What the fuck? See, this is what I love about some of these readables. They just make no sense. And especially in plain Arcadia. Some toys require plain Arcadia's high-density wish-power environment to function. Some toys are protected under the Fake-Kind Protection Act and enjoy equal rights as... So you sell... what? They are selling Imagine as toys? That's basically just slavery. You're just selling people at this point. What? Daily Essentials brand Feather Loo. Okay. Signature products: yellow ducky feather pillow, blue pajamas, swim ring, like the inflatable one. We protect the legal rights of Plus, and their products contain no unauthorized Plu feathers. Allergen warning: products contain Plu feathers. I wanted to say this is weird, but I guess there are wigs made of human hair. Like people donate their hair to make wigs. So I guess this is kind of like that. Like they just donate their feathers to make pillows. So I guess that's not that weird. Capital Department. Whacking profits. Key project Seafeld TV. Lead sponsor for the live action. Oh! Okay. So they make the Daybreak Warrior. Okay. Real estate department. My bathtub. Oh, because they're ducks. Okay, I get it. The primary agency behind the Seafield City Development Plan. They handle the construction and painting of most residential and commercial buildings. Okay. Founder of Blue University, the oldest yellow ducky. Okay. Interesting. Thunder Call Operation. Oh, the subject A thing. I really am curious about this one. But we're gonna go in order. Okay, so we have Thunder Call Operation Log. This manual, 11th edition, was compiled at somewhere. It provides supervisors with status assessments and assistant methods for our core staff member, the Thunder Call. There's only one of them, so that's, you know. I wonder who painted the Thunder Call. Basic information. Normally, Thunder Call has a soft physique at 30% reflectivity. Okay, he wears custom headphones on duty. You can't tell his mood just by looking at his face. According to Thunder Call, his peak physical state is achieved by coiling clockwise around the tower tip 2.5 times and hugging the spire. Hereafter the ideal state. Okay. Working hours. I assume this is 7 AM till 1 AM next day? Because there is no like thing. It's weird, spelled weirdly. Rest. 4 system hours total. Flexible. Wish power auto supply system charging at these hours. Variable for late night programs. If he forgets, just use the internal broadcast and point the searchlights at the rooftop. Okay. Quick response guide. Station TV observation. 1 static screen. Check if Thunder Call is at his station. During breaks, verify the status of the Wishpower auto supply system. Lag or dropped frames, go outside and check if Thunder Call's tail is obscuring his head. Check if Seafeld Channel 3 is airing Thunder Dragon Adventures, and remind Thunder Call to stay focused on work. He's watching a fucking show about, I assume, himself. That's kind of funny. Dude, all of Plain Arcadia's TV system just relies on this one guy's work. If he were to disappear, there's no more TV in Plain Arcadia. Kind of fucking nuts. Okay, signal bleed. Check if Thundercall's claws are overgrown. Use the idle crane at the neighboring site to trim them. If inapplicable, ask Thundercall if he's stayed up late stargazing. Adjust his rest time accordingly and record the pay deduction. What does he pay for? He's just on the tower the whole time. Okay, non-program content airing. Notify Thundercall over the intercom and help locate signal hijackers, likely hackers. Thundercall will usually do something in response. In case of casualties, contact the Department of Operation Defense and try to get the event ruled as self-defense. What does he do to hackers? What? I wanna know. Okay. 2. Direct observation. Appears depressed or shows rage. No action required. Thundercall's facial structure differs from typical imaginates. This is just how he looks when he's relaxed. Okay. Dull skin or low reflectivity. Check if the supply of yellow ducky wish crackers, Thundercall Special Edition, has dropped below 5 tons. 5 tons, damn. Visibly happy, laughing, and frantically dancing. A lot of censoring. Sound the alarm immediately and evacuate all personnel from the tower. What does he do? Wearing a mask. Head to B3 archives in the station. Locate the document Emergency Protocol. Thundercall as a supplicant on shelf 15-3, disguised as an advanced math textbook. The quantum lock code is this. Note 3 failed attempts will trigger self-destruction. They have a just in case thing if he becomes a supplicant. That's kinda crazy. He's like one of the ancient though, right? He's like an ancient fucking imagine. That fucker's probably powerful as shit. Do you know what? No wonder they have like a precaution for that to happen. Damn, that's kind of cool. Other scenarios. Brief, isolated seismic activity. Check if Thundercall fell off while napping. Issue the standard public announcement. TV footage playing directly in your mind? Take that aluminum pot off your head. What? Okay, note 1. If Thundercall shows no anomalies but the signal still fluctuates, check the Plain Arcadia administration announcements for Wishpower turbulence. Note 2. Only one Thundercall is stationed at Seafeld TV. If you observe more than one simultaneously, check today's visitor logs for specific masked fools. What, can masked fools like pretend to be Thundercall? That's ridiculous. For special cases, contact the reception to reach Director Fullwish, not anymore, or the Department of Operation Defense. Dude, Thundercall seems nuts. I wish he had some like presence in the story, cause he's fucking massive, dude. You know? Preface on the basic studies of wish power. I like these, the wish power thingies. The readables taught me that like you can make digital art and turn it into Imaginary too. Like I didn't know that, but like one of the readables tells you that you can absolutely do that, which is pretty cool. What is wish power? Wish power is essentially the Primal Mobile. Can we just call up Lygus? He loves talking about the Primal Mobile, dude. He loves it. It is the core energy driving sentient beings across the universe towards specific paths, hidden within the mental activity and spiritual wavelengths of all intelligent life. I think that's true only for plain Arcadia, though. Throughout the vast universe, wish power mostly exists as an invisible scattered force. Only in plain Arcadia, under the glow of the joyful Vantus moon, does it manifest through the interference of path energy. This mental energy is granted physical form and interactive properties by the Vantus moon. Under its light, wish power transcends the boundary of reality, condensing into the diverse and vibrant imagine. Okay. Oh, so wish power is everywhere, but it's kinda useless outside of plain Arcadia. That's interesting. Okay. Applications of wish power. Within plain Arcadia's sociology and engineering, wish power is more than a biological component of the imagine. It is the foundational unit of modern civilization. Through Thundercall's biological conversion, wish power is output as steady current and communication frequencies, sustaining the power grid and network signals. Yeah, we know that. Meanwhile, the bullet worm trains that traverse the wild and urban areas use wish power as their sole power source, forming the Arcadia's vital transit system. In addition, wish power extends into non-biological fields, from precision puppets and the lamps illuminating the Evernight to the cutting-edge armor of the Daybreak Squadron. All these core energy sources stem from the deep utilization of wish power. Why are we saying Evernight, dude? I mean, I understand what they mean, because like one of the past winners of the Phantasm games completely fucked up the day and night cycle. That's why some areas are in nighttime permanently, some are in daytime. So I assume Evernight means it's literally forever night. But like, can't you call it something else? You know, we're kind of fast and furious right now, and it kind of brings back some memories, man. Like you could call it something else. Okay, Imagine and binary wish power. While wish power exists in many forms, our current technology can only stably manage and utilize one specific type: binary wish power. Okay, so there are many forms, but we only have one. Studies show that wish power only maintains a stable binary structure within the Phantasmoon's reach or in rare lab settings. This structure is highly exclusive. Imagine can only ingest binary wish power, leaving them unable to observe the discrete wish power found throughout the rest of the universe. Okay. To put it simply, think of it as the relationship between organic life and oxygen. Both land and sea contain massive amounts of oxygen, but lung-breathing animals can only process it from the air. In the ocean, they drown because they cannot extract oxygen from water. I see, so that's how that... Okay, that's interesting. To imagine it, discrete wish power is like oxygen in the ocean. It is ubiquitous, but unabsorbable. Consequently, Imagine must rely on wish power oxygen tanks to sustain their lives. Oh, wait. So you could just take an Imagine outside forever as long as you supply it with like stored plain Arcadia wish power? Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Reprint note. Arcadian Condor. Okay, that's this year. The book was drafted in 1972. Its descriptions of anaerobic and non-breathing species suffer from the cognitive biases of that era, leaning toward organic life supremacy. Readers should exercise caution to avoid being misled by these outdated analogies. I mean, what? What are you talking about? Afterward, while we have established a basic framework for wish power studies, we must admit that our reliance on the power of elation makes the subject inherently chaotic and uncertain. Traditional reductionist methods simply fall short here. Even today, this discipline is filled with conjectures, empirical formulas, and experimental results that defy replication. The truth of wish power remains a shrouded mystery beneath the phantasm moon. This power serves as a window for future scholars. Countless paradoxes remain to be resolved, and countless theories are waiting to be proven or debunked. May the scholars who follow find their own answers on this academic path filled with elation. Okay, we learned something interesting, I would say. So you could permanently have a Imagine outside if you supply them with wish power from plain Arcadia. That's an interesting concept. Although there was this one octopus guy, there was a side quest with him, where you literally take him to like the Xianzhou and Balabog and stuff. So like if you have enough stored within you, you can just go, but like you're running out. It's kind of like if you take a deep breath, you can go underwater for a bit until you run out of oxygen, right? I assume that's kind of how it is. Interesting. Okay, that was cool. Joint petition regarding the restoration of Seafeld City's painted state. What? An open petition to Pearl that advocates for return. They want to go back to the world in canvas? Why would you want that? Okay, let's see. To the Honorable CEO, we, the descendants of the original inhabitants of Benzai Tengoku, stand before you today as supplicants for the survival of our civilization. Under the weight of credit-forged shackles, we present this petition. To the IPC, we may be nothing more than inefficient assets on a ledger, yet we pray that sliver of hope remains in the wall of the preservation for our voices to be heard. Why are we here? The salvaged truth. When the IPC fished our world out of the canvas, the Marketing Development Department declared that we had been granted the honorable status of cosmic citizens and unlimited opportunities for growth. We understood the IPC's original intentions, and we once marveled at the majesty of starships and the vast cosmos. However, the IPC failed to understand the true nature of our world in canvas. The place where our ancestors dwelled was not a dilapidated corner, but a fully realized, beautiful, eternal realm. Even if the cosmos were engulfed in flames and the stars ravaged by calamity, not a trace of it would reach within the canvas. The act of salvaging through turn preservation has in truth exposed plain Arcadia once more to the threat of destruction, thereby pushing the entire world deeper into the IPC's control. That is true. I'm afraid that this might happen to Amphorius as well, whenever it comes back into the universe. What do we seek? The grounds for returning to the canvas. We are well aware that in the IPC's eyes, everything can be traded. Therefore, we shall attempt to plead our case in a logic you might understand. Long-term cost-benefit assessment. According to our statistics, the costs of maintaining the physical existence of Seafeld City, including infrastructure upkeep, security management, and the high frequency of psychological inventions required due to cultural incompatibility, have already exceeded the economic benefits generated by our work. There is no need for the IPC to continue operating the physical assets of plain Arcadia. Okay. Brand reputation risk. Retaining a group of residents with low productivity who continuously voice non-economic appeals does not align with the values of interastral peace. Allowing us to return to the canvas, however, could be framed as a model of respecting the civilization's right to self-determination. A valuable case study for the IPC's brand image. Okay, they're making good points. Spirit of contract. We respectfully remind you that according to the Memorandum of Understanding and the Acceptance of Civilizations, okay, issued by the IPC's Traditional Projects Division, forced assimilation may already constitute a violation of the relevant provisions. Should this matter be publicly questioned by the Intelligentsia Guild, the damage to the IPC's Strategic Investment Department would far outweigh the costs of a dignified strategic retreat. Good point. Yet in our hearts there is only one true reason. Our souls are woven from ink and an image, and cannot breathe for long in a world ruled by steel and credit. They are making good fucking points. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we respectfully request that the APC's technology department assist us in re-encapsulating Seafeld City into the canvas. We willingly embrace a finite form of existence, one that is undisturbed by the outside world. Hello, Johnny. We invite Director Topaz as a witness. Yo, okay, I'm on board then. We recall the compassion she once showed the real six. Let us depart with dignity, not written off as bad debt. The universe is vast enough to hold the quiet stillness of a single painting. They made a great point. Okay, let's see what this is. Reply from Mia, director of the CEO's office. Is that the fucking bitch that like killed some people? That's her, right? The one that we caught in a side quest? No registration records for the Seafold Re and Canvas Collective have been found within the Plain Arcadia Council. The concepts outlined in the petition are rather avant-garde and currently lack the practical conditions necessary for implementation. Nevertheless, Madame Pearl commends the passion demonstrated by its authors. Conclusion: it is imperative to monitor the petitioners' current living conditions, refer them to suitable employment opportunities, and provide necessary social security assistance. So she won't do it then, is what I'm getting at. Okay, that's cool. I mean, Evanesia asked us to go back to the world of the canvas to meet with Graphia. Which I assume we will do that next patch, because that was like the cliffhanger moment. So there must be a way to go back then, right? I drank some water. Okay, the fucking nurturing record of Subject A is so weird of a title. Like, that sounds like some type of fucking SCP type documentation, dude. Like, what could this possibly be? Okay, let's see. It has an encryption on it. This document is accessible only to experimentation A rank personnel, and this is just SCP, dude. What the fuck is going on? Okay. January 2nd at 1826. Cellular division of the subject in culture medium number 6 has been observed for the first time. Okay. As of the time of this data entry, the subject's mass continues to increase. It has been confirmed that subject A, provided by the collaborator, is capable of artificial nurturing. The project has officially entered the research and development phase. The next stage will preliminarily verify Subject A's growth patterns with the ultimate goal of meeting application standards. Okay, so someone, whoever that might be, gave them like a thing and it starts to like self-replicate? Could this be about Shuhu's cells? Cellular division? This could be just Shuhu's cells. They were like growing another Shuhu. That's gonna be my guess for now. Okay, January 7th. A significant decrease in the activity levels of Subject A and its sectioned tissue, professionally named Subject B, has been detected. After transferring Subject A and A1 into mice, the condition was effectively alleviated. They put him in a mouse? Okay. It is estimated that after stabilization, that most subjects will remain inactive and will be unable to replicate the functions of... Okay, this is definitely Shuhu's cells, right? It even fits. If each square is a letter, it literally Shuhu's fits in here. However, current indicators have not fallen below the project establishment standards, and the controllability of the degraded subjects has been significantly improved, aligning with the project's initial expectations. Experimentation may proceed. So they were trying to grow another Shuhu. They were literally growing little Shuhu, man. That's fucking nuts. I mean, we know that because like the whole quest was about this, but what the fuck, man? Annotation: after artificial nurturing, Shuhu's flesh underwent uncontrollable degradation. The collaborator must have employed a rather ingenious method, perhaps even leveraging the power of paths to preserve it intact before delivery. Who would give them a piece of Shuhu, though? Oh, wait, no, it's gotta be Assad Pramad, right? It's gotta be Assad Pramad. Has to be. Who else would fucking have a piece of Shuhu to destroy plain Arcadia? It's fucking Assad Pramad. Gotta be. Following continuous electrical stimulation of the subject, a conditional withdrawal reflex was observed in subject B1. This response was subsequently replicated in later tissue sections taken from the same subject. The subject's sensory capabilities have now met the basic requirements for subsequent cognitive experimentation. The experiment is about to proceed to the next phase. Annotation: the day we succeed, there will be no more illness in plain Arcadia. No one will ever have to suffer and die in a hospital bed like Wine ever again. Who is Wine? And you don't wanna implant Shuhu into everybody. February 7th. As planned, Shuhu's flesh was precisely implanted into the something region of the mice's brain. With the exception of subject 47, all hosts exhibited varying degrees of the paramount bliss state. Their pain perception was blocked and their physical capabilities were significantly enhanced. Annotation: the experimental results deviated somewhat from our initial concept, but Lady Foolish does not seem displeased. April 6. During the testing process, a subject escaped, but it instantaneously transitioned from a state of paramount bliss into a state of rabid. Its flesh and physical functions underwent a mutation within seconds. The escaped individual was recaptured and neutralized on sight. Annotation: the moment Lady Foolish used the happiness syntax on the subject, its limbs suddenly began sprouting numerous branches and claws, and it lunged at us. Fortunately, no one was hurt. This is too dangerous, I need to talk to Lady Foolish. Additional annotation: I've been persuaded. How foolish of me to doubt Lady Foolish. The very daughter of our Arcadia? I don't think I've ever been this happy. Let me be the first clinical trial subject. May there be no more suffering in this world. She brainwashed him. Let's just call it what it is. He got brainwashed by Foolish like everybody else. And bro. Okay, June 17th. The experiment has been successfully completed. Preparations are underway to enter the application phase. Additionally, a method capable of stimulating hosts on a large scale within a short time frame may be required. It is recommended to consider means such as radio waves, magnetic fields, broadcasts, television imaginary, or synesthesia beacons. This is what they went with, the synesthesia beacon. Interesting. So yeah, it was just Shuhu's flesh that they had. Oh yeah, some of these were from the quests, so I guess we're not gonna read those. Oh, only two though. About Foolish's variety show plans. Rerun plan for the variety show Please Be Happy. A proposal for a variety show with the title Please Be Happy Revival Plan, still faintly visible on the cover page. Proposed by Collier, producer of... Okay, it's that fucking guy. Preliminary research misjudgment driven by public opinion. Conclusion: commercial potential remains. Our network's variety show, Please Be Happy, was dedicated to bringing joy to our guests, with buzzworthy topics and a strong sense of social responsibility. It became an instant hit only to crash and burn after the fake smile scandal involving victims of the blood-stained games. Buried under an avalanche of public outrage, the show was suspended indefinitely and every subsequent endorsement deal went up in smoke. But was that really the end of the story? As the producer, I conducted many questionnaire analyses and street interviews, and my conclusions flew in the face of conventional wisdom. 53% of viewers admitted they already assumed variety shows were scripted, and 86% didn't even care about the scandal. As one interviewee put it, what matters most in TV isn't authenticity, but entertainment. We gave in to our vocal minority and trapped ourselves in a spiral of silence. I truly hope that video game developers do not listen to the vocal minority. That is also, they're annoying as fuck most of the time. Just stay true to your whatever the fuck you're doing. In gacha games especially, dude, the small group of people that are angry about everything are so loud. They're so loud. Like, bro, chill the fuck out. If you don't like the game, don't fucking play it, man. Like, holy fuck, man. It's fucking miserable. Feasibility analysis, new faces, new crew. Foolish, born for the show. Wait, like Foolish is gonna be there? During the hiatus, our team discovered a new potential guest. Foolish, a student on Graphia Academy and survivor of the Herald of Death incident. She witnessed her classmates being killed, barely escaped with her life, only to then hear that her parents were murdered on the streets of Dovbra. Oh, this is like a really old one. So wait, Foolish was the first one they grabbed after it came back? Wait, but this doesn't check out. So they cancelled it because of the Bloodstained games. And they grabbed her after the Bloodstained game? How long was it on a hiatus then? What? That's weird. A young girl in the prime of her life, struck by such drastic tragedy. What path lies ahead for her after she lost both parents? Undoubtedly, Foolish brings unparalleled buzz with her, enough to bring our show and those unfulfilled sponsorship deals back to life. Before the show launches, we'll work with the IPC to spin positive PR, revealing that the fake smile scandal was the personal misconduct of the director and guests. The IPC won't refuse. They've been hoping for an inspirational success story to help everyone move past the Herald of Death's shadow anyway. On top of that, we'll craft a brand new script tailored specifically for her. Okay. Production plan, immersive reality show, greatly improved production value and entertainment factor. No more crude attempts at comedy, instead we offer genuine care and compassion. No more cheap laughs, instead we provide a gentle, almost imperceptible comfort. We'll take the creative concepts from Astropolis and craft an all-new script to produce a fully immersive, hyper-realistic reality show. A friendly stranger greeting you on the street, a kindly elder offering advice in the park, a classmate sharing lunch with you, a shopkeeper giving out lucky awards, a neighbor bringing over a piping hot meal, a generous philanthropist collecting donations for charity. With miniature cameras, our guests won't even need to visit a studio. Their home, classroom, even the road to school. Every place they go becomes the perfect stage. Our crew will surround our protagonist with joy and happiness. With smiles, encouragement, and blessings, bit by bit. We'll inject happiness into this girl's shadowed heart, driving away the lingering nightmares of the Herald of Death. In the end, she will live a happy life under the spotlight, and that radiant smile will reach every single viewer in front of their TV screens. Yeah, during the story it was revealed that she was a part of it, and they kind of hinted at like people pretending to be nice to her and everything. This goes into detail, and this is fucking nuts. Their whole life essentially was fucking fake after this, and she didn't even know anything. They were secretly filming her the whole time, and everybody she meets is just an actor? That's fucking nuts. What the fuck, dude? Like, I don't feel bad for Foolish. Don't get me wrong. Not after what she has become. But this is fucking crazy. What the fuck is this, dude? Holy. Okay. How many is there? Damn, quite a lot still. Ocean Current Anomaly Report. Records of the ocean and fish populations in Seafood City? Why the— oh my god. What? Okay. Abstract. This report summarizes the hydrological data collected over the past 9 months in the open waters approximately 120 nautical miles south of Seafood City. What the fuck? Founded by the Strategic Investment Department, okay, the IPC, the initial objective was simply to update the deep sea saline circulation. What is that? Circulation charts for Horn Dragon Bay, which the Arcadia Shipping Management Office has used for years without revision. However, since late December of the Arcadian calendar 1998, our instruments have consistently recorded a series of anomalies that defy standard oceanographic explanations. These patterns show no correlation with known astronomical cycles, surface currents, or seismic activity. While professional duty compels me to document these findings, I must include a personal disclaimer. I strongly suspect that I suffered from some degree of mental instability during this period. My first-hand logs have become tainted by an indescribable sense of pessimism and an unsettling atmosphere of mysticism. What? Is there like a big fucking monster in the sea or something? Because if they compare it to like seismic activity and all that, that's like, that must be something big. Okay. Observation summary and aberrant phenomena. Due to the lack of tourists, the outer island harbors bordering Horn Dragon Bay had fallen into total disrepair. I was forced to charter the trawler? Okay, Voice of Spring from Seafood City to conduct my operations. Upon reaching the target waters, both the crew and I sensed a palpable and unsettling atmosphere. Even at high noon, the sea was shrouded in a slowly pulsating mist. When night fell, a thick and fetid stench often rolled from the surface. The crew was extremely resistant to working after dark, which likely caused me to miss opportunities to record even more extreme readings. Nevertheless, the following anomalies remained impossible to explain. Salinity. Since early December, the mid-layer waters at the depth of 70 meters began to cool continuously. However, this temperature drop was not accompanied by the salinity decrease typically seen in winter. Okay, on the contrary, salinity levels showed an unusually sharp spike that persisted inexplicably well into spring. During the peak recorded on March 21st, the salinity at 70 meters reached a staggering 59. What the fuck do we call this? It's not percent, it's like a... It's out of 100, right? Or out of 1,000. Like, whatever. This thing. What is that called? Wait, I cannot... What is... How do I even type that? Something like this on a... No, that is not what I'm looking for. No, that's not what I want. No, that's... How do I even fucking search that? How do I... That's... I don't even know how to search that symbol, dude. Whatever, this thing. This far exceeds the theoretical limit for normal seawater at that depth in Horned Dragon Bay. Disturbingly, these cold and high salinity water masses were not merely moving horizontally or diagonally, but they occasionally manifested as vertical and intermittent upward pulses. It is as if, and this is purely a metaphor, some massive and freezing object deep on the ocean floor is displacing the frigid water around it. This forces the compressed and ancient currents to surge upward like a whale coming up for air. What the fuck is in that ocean, man? Cold light. Late on the night of May 6th, I happened to be on the deck for personal reasons. A beam of non-diffusive cold light pierced through the mist on the southeastern horizon. It did not conform to any standard navigational signaling protocols. The color of this light shifted constantly, flickering between white, cyan, and green. At the same time, the hydrophone captured a low-frequency sound wave. Its waveform was similar to that of a submarine landslide. However, the seabed of Horned Dragon Bay is flat, and no such massive submarine mountains exist there to cause such an event. This made the occurrence all the more bewildering. Then there's School of Fish fully censored, and the rest of this report is completely blacked out. So there's some big ass fucking thing in the sea, is what I'm thinking. Like a big creature. But a cold light is weird, because that's like not a thing. Light cannot be cold, and that's not like a thing it can do. You know? Which is weird. There are some conspiracy theories that the moonlight is like cold or whatever. That's not a thing, it's just fucking light. But it's like cold light from like a massive thing, and it's like fucking huge because like they compare to seismic activity. And you know what? I bet you we will never fucking see this thing. This is the thing about fucking HSR readables. You have some crazy fucking lore drum that there's like a big sea monster in the sea, and you will never fucking see it. In fact, they will not even mention this again, probably. It's fucking insane, dude. Like, what do you mean? I want to know about the big sea monster. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Okay, let me drink some water real quick. It's been an hour, 20 minutes already? Holy fuck. And we're like, what, halfway? God damn. Okay. Seafeld TV Chronicles. A brochure printed with the Seafeld TV logo recording key events in the station's developmental history. So that would be like an older thing, because Seafeld is now called Fullwish TV, so this would be like way before. A brochure printed with the... Oh, I read that. In Arcadian calendar, 1870. It's like 100... What? 29 years ago, dude. Holy. The wealthy merchant Akasha... interesting name. Founded the original Seafeld TV alongside the Plu known as Maxian. To enrich the leisure lives of the local citizens, rumor has it that the initial construction plans for the Seafeld TV tower were rejected due to safety hazards. Facing limited funds, Maxian rallied over 2,000 Plus to fill their bodies with wish power, with which they completed the construction of the tower's main structure. Okay. Arcadian Morning Report was the only program on the station at that time. Its vision of 24-hour non-stop news was initially mocked by industry rivals. Everything changed a few years later during the Phantasmoon Games. Seafell TV was the first to provide total and relentless coverage of the event from every possible angle. This attracted a massive influx of viewers and wish power, instantly transforming the station into a media titan of plain Arcadia. Yeah, that makes sense. In Arcadian calendar 1880, the number of imaginary viewers surged. In response, the station launched several new channels dedicated to imaginary audiences. Among them, a Fantastic Blues and Where to Find Them, okay, of course, became a massive hit. The legendary tale of Maxion was passed down among the Blue population. In Arcadian calendar 1900, director Naruto, okay, secured a partnership with the imaginary known as Thundercall. So that boy's been working for like almost 100 years now. God damn. The latter was offered a massive hoard of wish power in exchange for its services as a signal relay station. Following this deal, Seafell TV broadcasts finally reached the distant cities in plain Arcadia. That same year, the Pixel Gourmet channel premiered to the public. Okay. In Arcadian calendar 1980, the Seafell TV tower underwent its fourth major renovation. Its height reached more than double that of the original structure, and the number of employees surpassed 2,000. In Arcadian calendar 1984, during the Herald of Death incident, Seafell TV reporters risked their lives to provide detailed tracking of the case. They contributed significantly to the evacuation of the affected populace. Following the subjugation of the Herald of Death, the station was honored with the title of Outstanding Media Organization of the Era. That's a thing? By the Plain Arcadia Council. That same year was the first season of Please Be Happy premiered, achieving a viewership rating of 17.9%. The worst thing they could have done, honestly, because that led to Full Wish existing and all that. In Arcadian calendar 1988, Full Wish took office as the 19th station director, and Seafell TV was renamed to Full Wish TV. What a self-centered fucking thing to do. So you buy a fucking TV station with like hundreds of years of like, history, and you fucking rename it after your own fucking name? What a bitch, bro. I hate Full Wish. I'm glad she's dead, dude. Holy fuck, man. I hate her. Okay, letters to, well, Asheville, because that's where we found them. A stack of letters meticulously organized by the assistant of the detective. Each envelope is plastered with postmarks from repeated forwarding. Okay. To Mr. Ashen Detective. Greetings from Moria Ecological Island. We strive to create breathtaking natural landscapes and idyllic climates to provide our clients with meticulous and caring restorative services. We regret to inform you that the account on file has insufficient funds to cover the service fee for the upcoming cycle for the guest under your care. Okay. Please mail a check to the designated location within one standardized month. Otherwise, we will suspend all value-added services. This includes fresh bananas, rainforest rockeries, and heated baths. If you have already made a payment, please ignore this mail. Thank you for your support and cooperation. Wait, old man. Okay. Old man, you never went back to Kronstadt after that, did you? I remember you oh, that's a different letter now, right? I remember you mentioning your homeland. You said it was always shrouded in gloomy clouds. You said every step in the alleys was soaked in blood, and that fur-clad beasts were always howling in the withered, blackened wilderness. I was passing by that area recently, and guess what? A group of refugees has settled there to start anew. They cleared the thickets of thorns, toppled the old churches, and built gardens from the rubble. Soon they will forget that this was once a bloody den where Zulo cultivated his minions. Okay, that's the Lord Ravager. They will forget that the last hunter who hunted every monster down. They will even forget the nickname Black Church. When night fell, I watched the smoke from their cooking fires dissipate. The candlelight in their tents flickered on. One by one, it was bright yet fragile. A single insignificant storm in the cosmos could snuff those lights out. I plan to stay, maybe just for a while. Don't blame me for making this decision on my own, old man. Neither of us has a home anymore, but they still do. Okay, so that's Ashvale's homeland then. Oh, okay. So he comes from a place where Zula was making his minions. That makes sense why he became a Galaxy Ranger and went against them then. That makes so much sense. Yeah, interesting. To my favorite regular, Mr. La Mancha. Oh, someone knows his real name? It has been a while, but your name still comes up often in this lounge. Half of those talking about you want to find you, and half of those looking for you want you dead. Your admirers call you the lead hunter, the solitary first fang whose teeth once shredded a Lord Ravager's chest. Your detractors call you a kin-slaying monster who dragged the Rangers into the abyss for a private vendetta before vanishing. He did kill a lot of his own people. It wasn't the plan, I assume. Or rather, it was the plan, but it was like a necessity. His shadow just devoured everything, Zulo included. So it was like a necessary sacrifice, right? Years back, a Galaxy Ranger who survived Vonwak showed me his scarred arms and swore to settle the score. I know the feeling. You still owe me for that unpaid tab after all. Okay. Even further back, Cloud Knights came knocking, claiming you broke into the shackling prison and got someone out. Oh, quite a feat, considering you were supposed to be visiting Juming's master craftsman. You certainly have a talent for finding trouble in the darkest places. Who did he break out? Who did he break out from Juming? Interesting. Lately, word is the one-eyed owl has picked up your scent. Who the fuck is that? She tracked down the brothers you were providing for in Moria and took their eyes, hoping to see your location through them. What? I found a prosthetic doctor to treat them, but that lady plays dirty. You certainly made plenty of enemies during your glory days. I am not one to judge, but having both of the Galaxy Rangers lead hunters on your tail at once is a special kind of reckless. I say both because just yesterday, some recruits following the Heartless Bear tried to shackle me down for information. They wanted to get revenge for their boss. They claim you sold Dr. Primitive's archives, stole Navigator IC's relic, and are now living it up to the IPC planet. Oh, living it up on an IPC planet. Those naive kids actually think they can squeeze a share of the loot out for you. There's a young cowboy here with a steady hand who taught them some manners, but he is a terrible liar. He knows where you are, doesn't he? I am trusting him to deliver this letter. Long story short, watch your back, and don't you dare die before setting your tab. A frantic handwritten note on the margin. Mr. N, keep the doors and windows locked for the next few days. Ah. So there are people looking for Ashvale, trying to kill him, obviously. Yeah, the relic from IC, the navigator of the Astro Express from way back when, that's the shadow thing he has on his arm. Why the fuck did IC have that? I have no fucking idea. I really hope we learn about IC. They mentioned him a lot recently. Like a lot. For no fucking reason, really. So I hope maybe we get to know something about him. That being said, he's been dead for like a fuck ton of years now. So if anything, it would be like a backstory thing, unless we revive him. I don't fucking know what we can do, but it would be cool to learn about Icy. They talk a lot about him, so that would be cool. And why the fuck do we have a Voracity Relic Shadow thingy? I have no fucking clue, but it's pretty cool. Okay, all-time best cartridges? An old forum post from Punklord. What is this doing here? Looks like it was one of the routine popularity polls of Ether hackers. Why is that on Plain Arcadia? Okay, a cartridge is the tool an Ether hacker uses to edit reality. Much like a superhero's transformation device or a magical girl's wand. But it is also a masterpiece in its own right. A career-defining journal packed with the creative sparks and raw data that masters use to reshape the world. Okay, there's a saying in the deep web. Fools have masks, hackers have cartridges. That pretty much sums it up. Let's dive into the nominees for the best cartridge in Punklord's history. Okay, so is it that each cartridge has like a different ether editing ability? Because I know the foes' masks give them power of sorts. That's kind of why Sparkle can like shapeshift, I think. That's like her mask thing. So I guess the cartridges do that. I mean, we'll see. Let's read this. Because I'm really curious about like the cartridge thing in Punklord. Because it's kind of... It's really weird to me. Because I never understood what the fuck the level even means. Other than it just being there. Like, what does it mean? You cannot level up, right? You're born with a level. We learned that from one of the Silverwolf trailers. So, like, what the fuck does it even mean? If you cannot level up, that means whatever the level signifies is set in stone and you cannot get better at it. So you're just born with something that's predetermined, and I really have no fucking clue what that something is. I hope we learn one day, because, like, what the fuck, man? Okay, Stoneblade. Don't mess with Stoneblade unless you're living without an internet line. Oh, or he'll get you permanently offline by an anonymous hacker. A relentless offensive player and the undisputed king of physical confrontation. If a digital stalemate bores him, Stoneblade takes the direct route. He tracks your signal to your doorstep and settles the matter with his fist. That's kind of wild. Stormblade's cartridge acts like a personal armory filled with every weapon imaginable. He materializes whatever he needs the moment he catches a poor soul's signals. These weapons come with auto-attack systems. Any thief trying to sneak into his data space gets a first-hand taste of an FPS battle royale. Is he just Gilgamesh with his fucking armory? Like, what is going on? What the fuck am I reading? Bro's just Gilgamesh. This is kind of wild. Imagine you get hacked, but like you kind of counter the hackers, so they get pissed off, come to your house and beat the shit out of you. That's so funny, dude. What the fuck? Okay, so he just has Gilgamesh's armory vault, whatever the fuck it's called. Sick, great. Oh, Zero. Zero is like a legend. They even mentioned him in the main story. Are they called Zero because that's what they do to my bank balance? A bankrupt tycoon. Okay. Even among the pantheon of legendary hackers, so there's 5? Okay. Zero stands out as uniquely troublesome. He bypasses direct assaults in favor of pre-coded viruses that eat away at opponents like venom. Since the process is entirely automated, he's earned the nickname Walking Plague. He doesn't even need to lift a finger, he just takes a straw while his scripts dismantle everything in his path. Zero's cartridge is packed with everything from tiny bloodhound drones to massive automated fortresses. He rolls over it like a dungeon master, watching from a high as intruders struggle. If you want to escape his cartridge, you'd better bring your A game, which requires the tactical precision and careful planning of a hardcore strategy sim. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna add you on Discord so hard that I'm gonna ban you from the chat. Whoa, ain't that crazy? Okay, so it seems like all the cartridges have like a power attached to them. What could I compare this to? There's gonna be like a medium that has something like this. I mean, realistically, we could just go with the easy way of just literally comparing it to solo leveling, because it seems like Punklord is very solo leveling coded. Because like in solo leveling, you have like the S rank hunters, right? All of them kind of do different things, right? And there may be similar powers, right? Like it's not like only one person can shoot fireballs. That's pretty like a default basic bitches thing. So anybody can probably do that. That's like a mage or whatever. But like the top dogs have their like own thing. And it seems like this is kind of like that. So what Zero is summoning like a, I don't know, like a Jujutsu Kaisen domain expansion and just traps people in it. It kind of feels like it. Or I know, Fate Reality Marble. We can go with that. That came first. That came first. Okay. I am now versed in Fate a little bit, but I'm now in the know, okay? I know that came before Jujutsu Kaisen like by a lot, so. But more people know the domain expansion, I feel like. That's fucking nuts. Rumor has it that he has surfaced on an IPC mining planet. He vanished shortly after, and his current status remains a total mystery. Oh, so he's not necessarily dead. If we beat Zero one day, that'd be fucking sick. I'd be down to meet Zero. Okay. Dude, he sounds so cool. Oh, Wolfie. But no, let's read Sage. Have I heard Sage somewhere before? That sounds like a familiar name. I feel like we... Was Sage mentioned in a Silverwolf trailer or something? I feel like I heard this for sure, and not that long ago. Okay, let's see. The greatest role-playing gamers are usually the ones with split personalities. Okay. Chakasa, from the Strategic Investment Department Cybersecurity Lead. Oh, okay. Sage is the pioneer of ether editing and a materialization expert who supposedly lives with a split personality. He's less of a traditional hacker and more of a summoner or a puppeteer. His mastery over ether editing allows him to manifest fictional entities into reality, turning himself into a one-man army that can tear down any firewall. Sage's cartridge serves as a home for every character he's ever designed, spanning from his early sketches to the legendary Formidable Four. It's surprisingly peaceful compared to other hackers' cartridges, resembling a fairy tale world where every resident stays in character. To navigate it, you'll have to embrace the roleplay and act your part like you're in an actual RPG. Wait, so can they pull people into their cartridges? Like, can everybody do that? Because this is another guy where they say, like, what inside of his cartridge looks like. So I don't know if it's like a metaphorical thing, or can you literally just get sucked into people's cartridges? This is weird. Huh. That's cool, so he's like a summoner. Okay. Then we have Silverwolf. Honestly, does playing on a max level account even count as gaming? Said Golden Eagle, which is this guy that we'll read later. You don't need me to tell you how great Alpha Wolf is. She's the youngest legend in the business and the last sovereign of the Dark Zone. and a true player one who treats the entire universe as a game. She's a living myth on Punklord who never hides her face and never fails to hack. Oh, a hack. Even the fools should keep a seat and a drink ready for her at the tavern. They say Alpha Wolf cartridge is called level 999, representing the ultimate cheat code for hackers. Its contents are a mystery, but some believe it grants the power to edit reality itself. Wait, isn't that what ether hacking is? Ether editing is editing reality, right? So what the fuck are we talking? Can't anybody do that knows ether editing? Now I'm confused. Now that she's conquered everything Punklord has to offer, she set her sights on a bigger game, the Cosmos. Expect her to create more legends out there. Okay. Alright. If you try to prove you're more destructive than the Nook, you lose the second he glances your way, because he just made you an emanator. Stoneblade. What the fuck does this have to do with the Golden Eagle? What? Before he picked a fight with Alpha Wolf, Golden Eagle had no fame to his name. While he was no pushover, he languished outside the top 20 at the best. As soon as Alpha Wolf left Punklord, he changed his handle to Wolf-Eating Eagle and started demanding a showdown. So far, she hasn't given him the time of day. No one's seen what's inside Golden Eagle's cartridge. Given his obsession with PvP, it's likely just a digital trophy case full of mementos from his defeated rivals. Okay, this guy's like way less impressive than the other guy. Than everybody else, I mean. Like, it's, what, he's just salty that Silver was better and that's his whole thing? Like, what the fuck? What a boring guy. They left that guy for last, dude? The fuck? What a loser. Okay. Stories en route. Rumors... Oh, off en route. Rumors has that after en route went... Oh, that's a guy? Okay. Went to a real edge of the world. A few of his old friends wrote this book, dedicated to record his life story. Okay. Oh, this is the one that we got at the Fools. Okay. Story goes that when Enroute left for the edge of the world, his pals, including Braggy, drank themselves into a stupor out of grief. Then they had a brilliant idea. They decided to follow the example of Aha's fables and compile their own nonsense as a tribute to their old friend. Time moved on, and Enrad and his friends had already left the tavern. Yet this book still lingers. Much like Enrad, it keeps popping up unannounced in the most unexpected places. Okay. Okay, Braggy's version. Did you know those unannounced arrivals are a stroke of luck that even Enrad himself cannot control? It's not about where he wants to be, but where he's needed most. He'll walk through a tavern teleporter and pop out in a public restroom on a planet facing total disaster. From the locals' perspective, a hero just emerged from the toilet to save the world. Naturally, they've affectionately dubbed this anonymous hero Toilet Man. Yo, if they called me the Toilet Man, I would leave their planet for distraction, bro. You're not calling me that. Fuck no. White Wasp's version. Mr. Enrad, his first encounter, my first encounter with him, was on the mining planet Edsny 5. A young scholar had just arrived to give us lessons on human dignity, but the governor caught wind of it and took suppressive measures. We were at our wits' end when Enrad showed up. He traded a single coin for some ore, then the ore for a knife, and then a knife for shoes. Before we knew it, bills were raining down everywhere. Today, those piles of cash aren't even worth one measly credit. Wait, what? So, what the fuck? So he just broke the economy on the planet? Like, what the fuck? What's this guy's deal, man? I love the masked folds. Like, what the fuck is going on? Man, that guy used to charge through a dozen fights with 2 glasses in his hands. All the way from Lighten to Readman. And his eyes wouldn't even be melted by the end. He knew every tavern trick and every game of Elation in the universe. He and Braggy once had a bet to see who could outrun the watchdog on Wen 2. They both failed miserably, obviously. They say that dog even nearly got a piece of a Haas backside. Honestly, unless you're Akivili, you aren't outrunning that nut. What the fuck are they talking about, dude? Okay. Old Lamps version. Personally, I think Enrad took his aesthetics of Elation a bit too seriously. He'd go wherever people needed a laugh or wherever things were going south, pouring himself into the game like a chess piece just for the thrill. He seemed like a loose cannon, but he was actually an Elation fundamentalist. Through and through. He once secretly showed me a photo, enthusiastically introducing the VIPs around him in the shot and how much of a total legend they were in the battle against the Swarm. Oh, that's a long time ago. So, where's the fan at? The crowd chimed in. You know the rules, he said, pulling out a truly fortunate chessboard. No risk, no reward. If you can beat me, I'll give you some fun. What the fuck? What? Who the fuck is this Enroute guy, man? Ophelia's version. Please, don't listen to those intoxicated idiots and their nonsensical ramblings. Even with a book of sifting sand that goes on forever, you couldn't list all of Enrod's adventures. There's always something new. He found the lost ship of foes in the cavity system, tricked Macbeth into giving up a probability sword won in an Elation game. He even built a labyrinth of dad jokes to trap a flying devourer for the architects. He once even spent a whole day to stop an Inquisition spirit with his questions. Wait, was that actually him? Maybe I've had one too many as well. Lost Ship of Fools. That sounds interesting. And what do you mean Macbeth, dude? Why the fuck do we have Macbeth in here? Probability sword. What the fuck could that possibly do? That sounds cool. Oh, what is a flying devourer? That sounds like a swarm thing. That sounds like a swarm thing. You know? A labyrinth of dad jokes though, bro. Like, what the fuck are we even... I love fucking Elation, man. Like, dude. The fools are easily the best faction in the whole fucking game. It's not even close. Sorry to inform you, a recording played by a certain Ether hacker after the hacker hijacked the TV station. Okay. Summary of a recorded TV signal from Plain Arcadia, August something, 1998. The broadcast was hijacked by an external entity at approximately 5 p.m. Okay. Recording starts. A rerun of the midday news is playing, focusing on retailers' prediction for the upcoming Phantasmal games and their plans for commemorative events. The screen glitches. The news anchor, who was looking at their notes, suddenly stares straight into the lens. Their tone shifts completely as they announce, "Thank you for tuning in. Please stay tuned for an impromptu variety show. Not sorry to inform you." Okay. The news crawl begins to fly across the screen. At 10 times the speed, the broadcast skips the usual ad breaks and drops into a flat blue screen. The following text repeats 3 times in the style of an old-school CRT monitor, backed by soothing classical music. Oh, backed. Emergency notice from the Plain Arcadia Management Bureau. Citizens, please use your mobile devices to send the following text to someone immediately. Do you remember? I was forced to leave playing Arcadia because of what you did. Now I've returned to find you with exactly what I need to bring. Look at the TV screen. Okay. Cuts to a video clip like a commercial. Still wearing the dusty mask of elation? You're washed up. With those masks, you can't crack good jokes. Keep this up and you'll have to rely on those vintage ice drinks at the tavern for a laugh, low fool. Punklord's wondrous hacking tools have taken total control of the masks to create the ether cartridge. Envious? Wait, what? Okay. Rapid calculations, lockpicking, hacking IPC servers, hijacking TV signals across all of plain Arcadia. There's nothing the cartridge can't do. Only things you can't do. Right now, I can even display your embarrassing photo from back in the day on TV. Of course, I'll save you some face. The screen changes to a moment where a student-aged boy falls from a tree, while two birds fly off with his pants. Oops, my bad, accidentally broadcasted it, haha. Ether cartridge, everyone deserves to have one. What the fuck is going on? The TV displays the logo of a common Punklord snack brand while playing an audio clip. So, bet that woke you up. How's it feel to get DDoSed by the entirety of plain Arcadia? You said you wanted to drink something special, so I went all the way back home to bring you some electronic orange juice. And you actually fell asleep? That's tilting. Alright, just log in already. Next time we game, remember to get online early, or I'm gonna pull something way bigger than this. After all, I've got an ether cartridge, way classier than a fool's mask. Bite me. Whoops, thunder calls here. The resounding echoes of exploding lightning and thunder lingered for over 10 seconds. TV signal restored. What? What? Like, what is this, man? What? Why did he hack the TV for? Like, what the? And the thunder call literally just went for it. That guy's big. I wouldn't want the thunder call to be after me, I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck, man? Okay. A Full Wish TV internal petition. Everyone of Seafell TV. Hello. In the extraordinary year of 1988 in the Arcadian calendar, we find ourselves at an even more extraordinary weekend. Next Monday, we will welcome a brand new station director, as well as a brand new name. Here and now, I wish to take a moment with everyone to look back on this TV station's 120-year history, and look forward to everything we are about to experience. 120 years ago, our entire network consisted of a single program called the Arcadian Morning Report, operating on a sole philosophy of delivering 24-hour non-stop news coverage. Today, thanks to the tireless efforts of generations of employees, we have left an indelible mark on Arcadia, not just through our news reporting, but through our comprehensive entertainment planning. Seafell TV is always changing. The only constant is our pursuit of change itself. We live in an age of attention, and I think everyone would agree that Please Be Happy, which has captured the avid attention of the entire Arcadia, has revitalized the TV station from top to bottom. It goes without saying that director Full Wish is at the very center of this storm of attention. By using her name as our brand, we can further reshape the market and leave a deeper, more lasting impression on the entire Arcadia. Director Full Wish says that in this fast-paced era, media professionals must be like the Ether network. We have to learn to move at light speed. Our station has a long history, and that's exactly why it needs a shot in the arm. This applies both internally and externally. We need to adopt the inventor mentality of the Punklordians. Never stop learning, never stop creating. Through constant change, we can keep a firm grip on the pulse of the times. Our success has only just begun, but don't take it for granted. We are writing history here, and our future knows no limits. everyone has the chance to help build a brand new, stylish, and dynamic full-wish TV. Starting next week, let's create more happiness for Arcadia and more elation. Collier, Assistant and Secretary of the Station Director. Okay. I still think it's a shitty move to just change your name. After 120 years, you change your name? Like the one thing that you're fucking known for? Like, bro. What if Coca-Cola just switched their name to, I don't know, Bob Soda? Like, dude, that makes no fucking sense, man. Why the fuck would they do that, you know? They're known for their names, so why change the name after 120 years, dude? Okay. Smile Society observation and discarded draft of a program commentary. Okay. Submission date, who the fuck knows? Draft summary. Pre-review of the script for the commentary program Tidings of Arcadia. Issue something. Main text. Healing smiles, healing Arcadia. I trust that those in the Arcadia, especially our audience in Dovebrook, have heard this slogan to some extent. Yes, this is the promotional motto of that recently emerging group, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. To the society members, the Smile Society and its founder, Fullwish, are undoubtedly synonymous with goodness, soothe all pain and make everyone happy. If the rumors are true and joining the Smile Society really brings such benefits, how could the residents in the Arcadia, already indifferent from the endless flood of information, not be tempted? And that is the topic of our discussion today. Just what kind of organization is the Smile Society, and can it truly bring people the happiness they imagine? I'm kinda scared of them, they give me the creeps. It's a nice place and everyone's super friendly, wanna join? I don't know, I'm just here for fun. Faced with these questions, the staff at the Smile Society gave our reporter a warm welcome and provided us with some information. Okay, interview record something. So, regardless of species or wealth, you accept all residents who are suffering and try to heal their trauma. Is that correct? Yes. Furthermore, there are absolutely no processing fees to join, nor do we sell any products. After all, we operate more than like a charity at our core. We wouldn't do things like extract profit from our members like some commercial group. Are there cases where an initiate has suffered trauma so severe that you don't know where to begin? It happens often. In those cases, we arrange for them to undergo further treatment. And by further treatment you mean? It's somewhat like minimally invasive surgery. We have methods to materialize the pain stored within the body and excise it. This way, the perception of that pain is eliminated at the source. Surgery, but regarding your qualifications, please don't worry. To date, about 70% of our members have undergone this procedure. Without exception, they've all found a long-lost peace, and their lives have returned to normal. Some can even hear Aha's voice ringing in their minds. For the residents of the Arcadia, there's nothing more wonderful than that. A reporter also paid a visit to a nearby Arcadia resident who had been deeply discouraged following an incident. He recently underwent the happiness surgery. Unfortunately, he seemed a bit too busy to grant us an interview. He merely expressed his approval of the surgery and his life afterward. But he did agree to let us ask his neighbor about his current situation. Okay. We're here to interview the neighbors of that very member. We heard that Blank recently joined the Smile Society. Do you know how he's been doing lately? Well, at least he isn't pulling a long face like before. I guess that's a good thing. That... whatever, profanity, whatever the fuck he said. Every day he acts like he's transcended the mortal coil or something with only a silly laugh on his face. The other day I couldn't stand it and yelled at him, and he actually said, "Thank you for your consideration. I truly am a happy man." Gave me goosebumps. Yeah, that is kind of weird. What, you'd prefer he go back to sighing all day and acting like he's on death's door? That's still better than looking like whatever he is now. The point is, none of his actual problems have been solved, have they? Exactly. Many people have received tangible help from the Smile Society and are deeply grateful for it. There's no doubt that the Society's original intention to bring hope and goodwill to the people is irreplaceable. On the other hand, regarding the medical qualifications, although the staff offer no further explanation, we can infer that the treatments they promote are not as simple as we imagined. And finally, through these voices, we hope to inspire further reflection among our viewers. If suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience, then does the simple act of peeling away pain not also deny our very integrity as people? Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Tidings of Arcadia. Catch you next time. Review conclusion rejected. The entire manuscript's wording is too radical, full of gloomy, decadent individualism that is likely to alienate our audience. After careful evaluation, we have decided to suspend the broadcast for the time being. Future plans for this program will be arranged separately. Additionally, editors and reporters are encouraged to participate more frequently in internal team-building activities. Share your feelings with everyone, discuss current events of greater value, and strive to increase your personal happiness. I don't know, man. I mean, we know the Society of Happy Smiles is evil. At this point, we just know that. Like, that's just like a fact, and I assume we dealt with them, right? Now that Fulbish is gone, and we sealed Shuhu inside of Blade, I guess we don't have to worry about them anymore? Which, honestly, I'm glad. I'm glad we don't have to deal with them anymore. It is kind of crazy that it took us fucking 3 patches to actually see the main bad guy. Talking Assad Pramad, obviously. Like, what the fuck, man? It was Fulwish this whole time, and I was like, oh yeah, Assad Pramad was behind all this. Kinda weird. But it is his style, I guess. Okay. Approaching science. Oh, the mysterious dark zone. You know what I'm starting to feel like? The fact that we're getting all of these readables about Punk Lord here on Plain Arcadia makes me believe that we will never go there, which is sad. Because, like, how cool would it be to go to Punk Lord, man? You know? Oh, actually, wait, I'm gonna bring that up. It's not related to fucking anything, but I was thinking about something recently, right? So, we know Scrollum, right? Our boy Screwy. I was kind of thinking recently, like, why the fuck is he not playable yet, right? And I was thinking, and hear me out here, because I feel like this might be the craziest fucking twist that they could ever pull off, right? Everybody wants Scrollum to be playable, right? Because he's just really cool. We love Scrollum, right? Imagine this twist. Scrollum turns evil. You know? Something happens in the story where Scrollum is like, fuck that. And he just goes off, does, and becomes the third Rupert or some shit, and turns into like the villain. Dude, nobody would fucking expect that because it's insane. But it's not outside the realm of possibility. You know? He is an Intellitron. He could become the third Rupert. Maybe not in name, but he could. You know? And that'd be fucking nuts. And then we go to planet Scrollum, and we're not welcome there. Like, we're intruders on planet Scrollum, and we have to defeat him. Dude, that'd be fucking nuts. As much as I love Scrollum, and I would love for him to be playable, if they pull something like this off, I think I would be even happier, dude. Because that's just fucking crazy. You know, and he had that little talk with Lygus at the end of Amphorius about, like, going to Adlevin or something, and Lygus was like, oh, no, you will do it because of your conscience, right? And I feel like Lygus might be planting some seeds in Scrollum's fucking head and Skrullum will one day just snap and will be like, you know what? Yeah, Xander was right. Fuck the erudition. I'm evil now. And he just turns evil, you know? Because he isn't an emanator of elation. Or erudition, sorry, not elation. So, like, you know, that means he... although, I guess, just because you're an emanator doesn't mean you agree with the Eon's, like, existence. I mean, Xander is the prime example. He's like, he hates that fucking thing. But, like, if Skrullum turns evil, that'd be really fucking cool. Just saying. Okay, Dark Zone on Punklord. This document was automatically summarized and generated by intelligent web crawlers. The original video program has been removed due to unknown reasons. Ah. I wonder if anyone's ever thought about this. The speed of light in a vacuum is this many meters per second. This means light from a star takes minutes to reach a planet's surface and years to reach its nearest neighboring star. So here's the question. Since the speed of light, the ultimate speed limit, is so slow on a cosmic scale, how are we able to communicate in real time with people on the other side of the universe via the ether network? Strictly speaking, we don't know either. Thanks. You don't... Wait, I actually never thought about that. Yeah, because, like, obviously we use the power of Trailblaze to travel between things. And, like, it's clear that, like, hyperspeed technology is a thing. Like, we go faster than light. Like, FTL is definitely a thing in Starbell, right? Because if it wasn't, like, it would take fucking hundreds of years to reach other fucking places sometimes. But communication, though, that's an interesting one. You need to have some sort of explanation for how can we just call up our friends at Yarilo 6 right now. We're probably a fuck ton of light years away, and somehow we can just message them like they're right next to us. This is kinda interesting. I never thought about that. Hopefully this explains it. Okay, don't be impatient. Since we produced this episode, we certainly aren't going in blind. It's just that the mythos of the universe is inexhaustible, and people still can't fully comprehend the ins and outs of the microscopic principles of the ether network. What is the ether network, dude? Speaking of which, I bet some of our viewers are thinking, what? Isn't the ether network supposed to be designed and built by humans? I don't know. If you mean the base stations or fiber optics hubs outside your front door, then sure, those are man-made. But don't forget, those are just electromagnetic technologies based in normal space-time. They have nothing to do with how the ether network transmits information faster than light. Who made it, though? I assume an Eon made it? Because if it completely fucks with the physics, because it's instantaneous, then it's gotta be an Eon-made thing, right? Who would make it, though? And why is Mythos capitalized? Okay. Take sailing, for example. People can only set sail because the oceans exist. However, the need to sail didn't create the ocean. The ether network is the same. It existed naturally first, and our utilization of it came second. So you're saying that the universe has like a Wi-Fi, and we just learned how to... That's nuts. From a physics perspective, the ether part of the ether network is a projection of a higher dimensional physical structure onto three-dimensional space, which requires negative energy, likely in the form of internal imaginary energy, to maintain. To abstract, let's put it another way. The second law of thermodynamics applies in reverse within the ether. the arrow of time there doesn't point toward increased entropy, but rather toward entropy decrease, or even follows a close curve. In reality, cause precedes effect, but in ether, effect may precede the cause. Scholars believe this symbolizes the essence of mythos. In their domain, the causality symbolized most strongly by the constancy of speed of light simply vanishes. Okay, so they're saying that like if I fucking I don't hit the wall with my fist and it hurts, right? That's like the normal thing. I punched the wall, so now I'm hurt. Within ether, I am hurt, and because I'm hurt, I will punch the wall. And that's how you can instantaneously send messages, because they arrive before you even type them. So like the fact that they have been sent causes you to type, oh my fucking dude, what the fuck? What a weird concept for fucking, whoa. That's so weird. And now I know why they typed Mythos, because I guess it's Mythos made. That's so cool. What a sick concept. Wait, I love this. With all that out of the way, we can finally discuss the topic of this video, the dark zone. To use a metaphor, a dark zone is like a black hole within the ether. It harbors every possibility, yet it is highly dangerous and possesses an instinct to devour everything. However, unlike black holes in real space, dark zones are extremely unstable. They are constantly born, destroyed, and born again deep within the ether. Their boundaries are erratic and shifting, making them far more dangerous than stable black holes. Fortunately, dark zones do not rise to the surface of the ether, so they have no effect on the information we usually transmit via the ether network. Let's return to our initial question. The nature of ether explains how the ether network achieves a superliminal information transmission. But there is actually another hidden issue that remains unresolved. That is, how does the ether network encompass the entire cosmos? As a natural existence akin to an ocean, why are the interfaces between ether and real space distributed so evenly that the ether network can be accessed from every planet? After all, oceans aren't always interconnected, nor do rivers always flow into the sea and other natural phenomena. Scholars hold wildly divergent views on this profound issue. One school of thought maintains that in the distant past, the dark zone once reached the surface of the ether, causing the destruction and rebirth of the entire universe. And it is precisely because of this rebirth that the ether became omnipresent. In other words, they essentially believe that the dark zone has sculpted the universe into a form in which mythos can intervene. If this holds true, then in the distant future, even after the finality has reached its finale, it isn't impossible that mythos could reboot the universe once more. That may just be the most mysterious and alluring aspect of the dark zone. So mythos would be immune to finality, and they would be the cause of a new universe being born? That's interesting. Huh. That's cool. Bro, this whole ether network is such a cool concept, dude. I love that they explained something like that. I never even thought about that. But that's so fucking cool. Yo, that was probably the best read today. That was actually fucking sick. Okay, let's go to Find the Kraken. Folklore, Seafeld something. Okay. Using memes doesn't make you a winner, but knowing the source of a meme, now that's the kind of, I think it's just freaking, right? Not fucking, because there's an R there. It's freaking success, right? Gotta be. Dear friends, according to the voting results from our previous readers' letters, the buzzword we'll be exploring in this Seafold Small Talk is Kraken. Where did this term come from? What did it originally mean? Let's hear what the residents have to say. Is it about the weird monster in the sea that we read about earlier? The following is a transcript of the interview compiled by our reporter. Jojo, pet doctor. Okay. To us, Kraken is just another word for kitty. Huh? It all started when a netizen posted a video of their cat set to an upbeat track with a chorus that kept repeating Kraken, Kraken. It went viral in the pet community instantly. People found the tune super catchy and therapeutic, and it totally matched that innocent, clingy energy kittens have. Everyone started jumping on the trend, and before long Kraken became synonymous with kitty. You're fucking nuts. Never fool food influencer. In foodie lingo, Kraken is the code for octopus. When I first heard it, I thought it was some fancy new cuisine. Next thing I know, the restaurant owner brought out this massive plate of roasted octopus smothered in chili powder. The dish was literally called Kraken's Tentacles. I felt so uncultured in that moment. Gotta admit though, names like that are way more appealing for diners. The review I wrote for it actually got my account a record high number of views. Okay. This guy's name is Santiago? Okay. Old fisherman. I first heard the word Kraken from my grandfather when I was just a child. Whenever I cried at night asking for my mother, he would scold me harshly. Keep up the crying. The Kraken will come drag you into the sea just like it did your parents. What a fucked up grandfather. What the fuck? So from a young age, I felt it was almost truly terrifying, and I was once even afraid to look at the ocean. When I got a little older, I followed my grandfather out to the sea to fish and learned more information about Kraken. Grandfather calls it a massive, many-tentacled sea siren that excelled at stirring up wind and waves. This Kraken, regarded as the deep-sea fish as its subjects, and thus viewed fishing boats with hostility, often dragging sailors to the bottom of the sea to bolster the population of its kingdom. It was while out at sea that my parents encountered Kraken and got lost in the ocean. Grandfather taught me lots of tricks for spotting Kraken. If long swells rise without wind, it means Kraken is waking from the deep. If seabirds scramble back to shore, they've seen its tentacles, that sort of thing. At the first sign of anything, Grandfather would head straight back to port. He always said that in Seafold City, there are no fishermen who are both bold and old. Before my grandfather passed away, he told me he had never actually seen the real Kraken. That is precisely why he had the chance to properly say goodbye to me on the shore, reminding me to remember his words. Always respect Kraken, always respect the sea. Okay. Kraken Tavern Manager. Yeah, isn't Kraken the name of that octopus imagine that runs a restaurant? Is that even a question? Kraken obviously means manager. I, Kraken, have been running this tavern for decades. Who among the diners of Dimension City doesn't know the weight my signature seafood combo holds on the must-eat list? As for rumors about sea sirens, aberrations and whatnot, if you ask me, those are just tall tales spun by jealous competitors envious of my booming business. I welcome all our readers to come visit my little tavern and see for themselves. If you want seafood, look no further than Kraken. Seafold Small Talk Meme Insider. Fact-checking is a matter of luck, but the stories are always fresh. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. 6 more. Oh my god, it's getting to me now. We read so much, it's fucking getting to me. Let me drink some water real fast. There's so much reading. These are like so long. But I think out of when you compare Genshin with HSR in terms of readables, the amount is fairly similar, right? Because Genshin also has a lot of readable stuff. The difference is just the way they are written. Genshin goes for these like old words, sometimes even like written like an actual book type thing, which I'm not very good at reading. It seems like a lot of stuff is like hidden through like some weird metaphors, and it's all just deep in there. You gotta dig hard to actually get something useful out of it. These are very straightforward, which makes them a bit more easy to digest, I guess. I don't need a fucking PhD in literature to actually understand what the fuck I'm reading, you know? Which is, it's more fun, I would say. I like reading both, don't get me wrong, but like, these are more fun. What am I reading? So Close, So Beautiful, Spend Your Weekend in Seafood City. It's like a brochure for like tourists. Yeah, a tour guide, okay. Famous sights. Seaside Promenade. A kilometer-long jetty built along the coast. Beach on one side, shops on the other. Enjoy the caress of the sea breeze and the whisper of the waves while you shop. That's basically any seaside city. That's just how they are built. Blue Museum. Here you can learn about local history and culture in addition to visiting various specimens of local fish, shellfish, seaweed, and coral. Sick. Hilltop Park. Climb the winding mountain paths and stroll them. Is this literally just what's in there? Okay, let's just go to the featured events. Blue Industries half-day tour. As a veteran local enterprise, Blue Industries opens its industrial park every weekend for tours. Activities include visiting production workshops, learning about manufacturing techniques, a yellow ducky nibbles free tasting session. That's how you get one of the books. And then you gotta beat them in cards though. And hands-on experience with toys and daily necessities. Additionally, the park features a company-operated store where visitors can purchase their favorite goods at factory prices. Oh, so cheaper. That's good. Seaside Carnival. Every weekend a massive party kicks off on the sands west of the port. The festivities include a sea fishing competition, beach volleyball, a surfing contest, a bonfire night, and more. During this period, the Smile Society will also be hosting promotional events. Oh, yikes. Local delicacies. Yeah, the nibbles, fish feast, rainbow seaweed. Nobody really cares about the food. Hotels and homestays. Isle of Waves Hotel. Renovated for traditional blue architecture with rooms facing the ocean. Serves Blue's specialty cuisine with traditional flavors. Recommended for travelers seeking a unique ambience and those who appreciate traditional culture. Why did my phone vibrate just now? What happened? Oh, okay. Hotel of Happiness. Oh, God, I don't like the name of that already. The largest hotel in area dedicated to providing the most meticulous and attentive service to the guests. Rooms and amenities seized appropriately for guests of all body types. Recommended for customers who prioritize quality, accommodation, and service. I don't like the name. Hotel of Happiness? I don't like that. That sounds like a love hotel name, not a normal hotel did. Oceanfront Residence features a lively backpacker hostel, known for its social vibe. Small seaside bonfire mixers are held every weekend evening. Okay, yeah. Solo travels and visitors looking to make new friends. Alright. Nothing crazy in that one. Board bulletin board. Will this be some weird shit? Second hand Fishing skiff transfer. What? Name goal song. Specs 8-meter wooden fishing boat. Twin engines replaced last year. Oh, so he's selling a boat. Okay. Features. Latest navigation system, basic cold storage, full set of netting tools. Owner's note. This boat has sailed with me for 7 years. Well maintained and deeply loved. My kids are insisting I retire to Dimension City, so I'm looking for a new owner who truly understands the sea. Price negotiable, test sales available, contact. Add my social media account. Okay. Wait, I want in. I definitely can afford a boat in this game. I have like 80 million credits, dude. That's like, a boat is like nothing, dude. 1-day inshore tour. Still following these online guides, hitting all the usual spots and ordering the same tired dishes everywhere? Want to see the beautiful reefs and beaches that the ordinary tourist routes miss? We are a family of local fishermen, born and raised here, and we're dedicated to offering you a unique tour experience. Contact. The third boat to dock at the pier every evening. The secret passphrase is I can't swim, how about you? What a dumb fucking thing to ask a boatman. I guess that's why it's a secret passphrase, but... Huh. Sea Wave Apartments, long-term rental. Okay. Seaside building on the west side of the port. Open the window for an ocean view. 1 bedroom, 1 living room, includes a kitchenette and a washroom. Fully furnished with features a private scenic terrace. I sure would hope a rental is fully furnished. Like, are you serious? 10,000 credits a month. That's like nothing. How much do people make in the Starville universe? 10,000 credits a month seems like nothing. But I guess... it's kind of weird. That's like a low over what you need to pay to level up a light count to like level 20, dude. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Or is it just that we, the Trailblazer, overpay for everything? This seems insane. With social anxieties, so don't contact me. Just wire the credits to my account and move yourself in? I don't know if that's a... that's a good idea, man. Seashell Hut Guest House. 3-story stone courtyard house. 10 rooms total. Shared kitchen on every floor. Perfect for group getaways. Services include tide schedules, fishing gear rentals, and more. Single room, 200 credits a day. Double room, 350 credits a day. Contact. No phones, no social media. If you need anything, just give a holler at the village entrance. Wait, 200 credits a day? Oh, that's cheaper than the rental up there. But I guess this is a guest house, so you can just permanently rent it. Unless you can. But for a reminder, the bulletin board is updated every morning. Listings are voluntarily provided by users. These are at your own discretion. Okay. 4 more. Legend of the Floating Island Sacred Tree. Another folklore interview. Okay. I assume that's the Evanesia thing? Maybe? Wait, I need to adjust my chair. Ow. Okay. The Floating Island Sacred Tree is one of the strange tales passed among the sailors of Seafeld City. It is said that in some distant fjord, a mysterious floating island, shrouded in mist and crowned with a great tree, appears and vanishes. No one has ever successfully set foot upon it. Scattered sightings cannot fix its place on any chart. Yet the more unreachable a place, the brighter the lamp of imagination it kindles. Speculation on the island's mystery, retold and embellished by countless sailors, has grown into a forest of legends far denser than the sacred tree itself. To trace its roots, this author has compiled the most influential theories listed below. Okay. The treasure ship theory. This version is mainly passed down among the older generation of fishermen. It tells that during the Canvas Age, facing an impending cataclysmic flood, a nobleman mobilized the people of his domain to build a colossal ship, large enough to hold them all. But on the eve of departure, the nobleman confessed his deception. All the wealth he had plundered was packed into grain sacks, carried into the hold by unknowing laborers. The ship's provisions therefore could sustain only a handful. From the very beginning, the nobleman never intended to take everyone. In the end, guarded by a few loyal soldiers, he sailed away alone. Lacking a navigator who understood the sea, the great ship merely circled endlessly in the currents. Even after the floods receded, the birds returned bearing willow twigs. The nobleman never caught so much as a glimpse of the shoreline. At last, his faithful soldier took their own lives. The starving nobleman, his belly full of jewels, drifted on with his great ship, forever adrift on the ocean in canvas. Long after, this great vessel, along with plain Arcadia, was salvaged back into reality. The ship's body became an island that refused to enter the water. The nobleman's obsession with his hoard condensed into the clinging mist, and the willow twig carried by the bird grew into the sacred tree upon the island. So it's a different tree. I guess it's not the Evanesia tree. It's like actually some island on the sea. Huh. Okay. The calamity theory. This version is more prevalent among families who have experienced shipwrecks or natural disasters. It points the floating island as a buoy of calamity, with its concealment in the mist being its default state. The sacred tree's roots, they say, pierce through the ocean currents, connecting to the seafloor itself. Whenever that sacred tree senses a brewing disaster, its branches extend, lifting the island from the mist to warn sailors of the impending catastrophe. Archivist Isu showed this author a timeline she had compiled. Several historical sightings were each closely followed by severe shipwrecks, storm surges, or other disasters in Seafold City. Isu suggests that even if coincidence plays a part, heeding the old adage? Okay. When the floating island takes flight, stay out of sight. By securing one's home and avoiding the sea for 3 days after its appearance has often proven effective in mitigating losses. It's just like the detective god of death you see in mystery comics, always showing up right alongside the disasters Isu remarked. Acid, you cannot stop me from reading. It's literally impossible. I'm almost done though. Pretty close. I think there are 2 after this, or maybe 3. No reading zone. I can make it a no acid zone. Check this out. How's that? Let's see. Let's see. Whoa, she disappeared. Oh my god, I'm such a good magician. The locker theory. This theory enjoys considerable popularity among young sailors and horror enthusiasts. They believe the mist shrouding the floating island is deliberate camouflage, and the sacred tree upon it is a weapons depot for a guardian, hidden in history's shadows. Every time the mist dissipates and the island appears, it signals a crisis in Seafold City that ordinary people cannot overcome, a crisis the Guardian will emerge to handle. This author suggests that this notion is largely influenced by popular culture. In the comics these enthusiasts eagerly discuss, a being greater than any superhero requires a remote, mysterious, and inaccessible base, a description the floating island fits perfectly. Proponents of this theory are active in an online discussion group called Mist Watchers, attempting to decipher the patterns of the island's appearance and thereby uncover its hidden master. They firmly believe the mystery of the floating island concerns not merely wealth or disaster, but the deeper operational logic of the world itself. Why would there be two islands shrouded in the fog? The Evanesia one is also in the fog, but it's not on the sea, it's like in the mountains. So it's like, why are there two? Why are there two? Happiness, promise of Sifa. Oh my god, it's the fucking happiness people again, I swear to god. Desire for happiness. Happiness is absolute joy and contentment. Okay. It is a lake without ripples. Any sorrow or pain is a stain upon this perfection. The heavy shadows cast by life are impurities. We must keep far away. We must let them sink silently to the bottom, never stirring the water into muddy turbulence. Our daily practice. Do not dwell on or discuss misfortune, whether it is harsh weather, a mistake at work, or a minor ailment. Such things are devoid of value. There's no need to waste energy on them. When someone confides their troubles to you, please smile and tell them everything will be alright. Then leave quickly. An ordinary person's lake of the heart is easily disturbed. Please leave these sources of contamination to the committee, who have already received the blessing to handle them. What happened to Acid? Oh, she disappeared. I don't know what happened, honestly. I had nothing to do with that. Definitely not. Each night before sleep, stand before the mirror and repeat 3 times. Today, I was also happy. If tears fall, do not worry. Wipe them dry with a towel. It is merely excess moisture your body is repelling. Bro, just let people be sad. What the fuck? If you're never sad and just always happy, then you will get used to happiness and it will get boring. So that is just, it's not a good thing. Remember this above all. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. We are together. The pursuit of happiness is humanity's birthright. On this path, should you encounter any difficulty or obstacle, you must inform us. We'll provide you with every assistance, especially that happiness. Oh my god, which grants supreme bliss. Of course it was about the fucking happiness people there. Of course it was. It could not have been anything else. What the fuck? Script from a late night radio broadcast. Let's see. God damn. Okay.
Enigmon is an oppressive dictator. WHO hates me and all the small things.
Why did it say WHO? What? Brian, what is happening, man? It's a word. Just because it's big letters doesn't mean it's... What is up with Brian, man? Okay. Background. Faint static. In the distance, the faint cry of seagulls, mingling with the intermittent sound of waves. To all you souls wandering at midnight, welcome back to Jellyfish Night. I'm your host, Mr. Nautilus. The time is 3:13 AM by Arcadia time, an hour when even shadows are nodding off. Wait. I think you heard that, right? Tonight's story comes from a listener known as The Empty Frame. And oh, word is, it actually happened to a friend of his. Most of you know that famous spot in Seafield City's northwest coast, right? Yes, the Morning Tide Cape, where crowds gather to watch the sunrise. But I'll bet many of you don't know that beneath those cliffs, near the water's edge, there are several caves, the kind you can row a small boat into. Our story tonight takes place there. Mr. Frame's friend, let's call him Mr. A, is an amateur spelunker with a taste for adventure. A few days ago, he arranged with his cousin, Mr. B, to explore the largest cave beneath Morning Tide's Cape. And then... he went mad. They say when the rescue team found him, Mr. A was pacing in circles around the stone pillar near the cave entrance, completely out of his mind, as if utterly unaware of anyone else's presence. It wasn't until they led him out of the cave that Mr. A gradually regained his senses. But sadly, afterward, he refused to communicate. He just clung tightly to one rescuer's arm, head down, sobbing and trembling endlessly, mumbling something under his breath. And why hasn't Mr. B been mentioned? Because he vanished, of course.
Is this Junji Ito?
I said, why are you... Listen to the story, man. Not missing. Vanished. The rescue team spent 3 full days, combing every corner of the cave. No trace of Mr. B. No body. Not even a sign he'd ever been there. Weird, isn't it? And it gets even weirder. According to the investigation, the two entered the cave in the morning. That night, when their families couldn't reach them, they reported it. The rescue team found Mr. A around midnight. Yet while searching for Mr. B, people discovered that this cave wasn't large at all. Even taking your time, a thorough round trip took no more than 3 hours. Oh, and one more interesting thing. Mr. Frame added this as a final note in his submission. With knuckles lightly tapping the table. Right. We need to be immersed. After being rescued, Mr. A kept repeating the same phrase over and over again. Don't take me, take him! Background. The gentle lapping of waves on the shore, mingling and with faint intermittent sounds of chewing. Wait, I have a... If we were committing to the bed, wait. I have a chocolate wafer. Well, that's enough for tonight. Now, coming up is today's first commercial break. Did I do good? I don't know, by reading a horror story, I had to get in it, right? I cannot make C sounds though. I mean, I guess I could, but that would take way too much prep time for it to be funny, so... try. Right. Wait. I need to do... I'll read the last line again. Well, that's enough for tonight. Now, coming up next is today's first commercial break. Now we did it perfectly. Okay, get this fucking C sound out of here. It took shorter than I thought. I should have just played it at the beginning. I was not too committed to the bit at the beginning, man. Okay, last one. Murata Cultural Study. So that's gonna be some Graphia lore. And this could be big. Legends hold that Graphia descended into the world from within the Murata. What? Adopting it as her clan name. At the end of Cinder Earth Age, Graphia entrusted Huir and Lumire with the protection of Ahatopia and the recovery of the Murata, which had sunk into the depths of the world. After performing the miracle that dragged Ahatopia into the canvas, she vanished without a trace. Since then, this tower has become a cherished ancient legend among the people of Arcadia. Wait, what tower? Okay. A myth beyond the reach. Throughout the ages, countless souls have embarked on a quest to find the Murata. A review of existing historical records reveals 122 accounts of such endeavors, excluding 65 with strong elements of fabrication, and 29 that are too vague to be useful. So they uncovered 28 then, or just say that. 28 documents remain that meticulously detail the searches undertaken by Graphia's descendants and numerous adventurers. Some encountered strange wonders within the world in canvas, perishing along the way. Others compelled a grueling circuit of the canvas, only to return to their starting point. Regardless of the twists and turns, the outcome was invariably the same: utter failure. Influenced by Graphia's story, the Murata became a wellspring of inspiration for later artistic works. It appears as an attainable ideal, like the Holy Grail guys from the Holy Grail War in Penacony. Oh my god. I cannot believe that the Fate Holy Grail War is canon in Honkai Star Rail to this day. I cannot comprehend that, but it is true. Or the answer to the universe. Or it serves as a rallying point for heroes, much like the gondola that embarked on its expedition during the Swarm disaster. In Arcadian Chronicles, an early work of magical realism from the early Canvas Age, the Murata is woven throughout the narrative, serving as its final full stop and becoming, for centuries thereafter, a symbol of the Cinder Earth Age. So they're saying she came down from a big-ass tower? What? Okay. Does the Murata truly exist? Although most historical records of ancient Benzai Tengoku were tragically buried during the Cinder Earth Age, the... oh my god. Candelagraphos, whatever that is, examining contemporaneous. What are these words, bro? Records from the IPC and memo keepers has found no evidence of an infinite tower at the world's end existing in Ahatopia. Professor Francois, a historian of ancient Benzai Tengoku, once proposed a theory based on the two descriptions found in historical sources: the infinite space within the Murata and the fact that Graphia emerged from it. And considering the world's nature under the light of the phantasmoon, he suggested the tower might be a massive space fissure. He posed it could share properties with Aha's laughter that tore the universe asunder, and Graphia's actions themselves suggest she might have been an emanator revelation. I wouldn't be surprised if she was, actually. I mean, she did put all of Plain Arcadia into a fucking canvas. Wait, no, but didn't she do that through the Phantasmoon games though? I don't remember now. Because if she did do that through the Phantasmoon games, then she didn't have to be, I guess. Who the fuck? Either way, I wouldn't be surprised. However, as the IPC construction teams developed every area of the Plain Arcadia, the complete absence of any space fissure has caused this theory to wane. Cultural anthropology has gradually been introduced into the historical study of ancient Benzai Tengoku to explain the origins of its many myths and legends. James of Schneider University believes the legend of the Murata might be an artistic embellishment of Graphia's passage through the forges of fortresses of the Antimatter Legion. Her act of bequeathing this name and her final charge, he argues, was meant to awaken future generations, urging them never to forget past sufferings, nor the original vow to preserve the people. I mean, they say there's an abscess of space fissure. There is one of the Aha laughter fissures in the tavern. The Fool's got one of those. It's just fucking chilling there. I don't think it has anything to do with this, but there is a fissure. Okay. The spirit is indestructible. To go where there are cries, to go where there are flames. This interpretation of the Murata has been passed down through generations. As the house motto of the Graffia family, they bear the Weathering Curse, yet are compelled to perpetuate their bloodline to sustain the world in canvas. Now that the IPC has salvaged Ahatopia from the canvas, this mission will finally fade with time. In the near future, the Graffia family may vanish from the world, released at last from the torment of their ancestral curse. But the story of the Murata will endure, passed down through generations in Arcadia, proof that a hero once walked among us. Well, that concludes our reading. We read those two at the beginning, because I don't have them, I don't know where they are, so we read them from the wiki, but other than that, we did everything. My favorite one? This one, dude. The fucking, the ether thing? What do they call it? The ether network? Such a cool concept, dude. Dude, the fact that they explained how you can communicate with people in the entire cosmos instantaneously is so sick. Like, it's such a cool fucking concept, man. And I'm a nerd, so it was quite fun. Is there anybody in here? Oh, oh, ew, Arlen. Ew, I don't even want to be here anymore. Hey, cat. Yay. I love these little guys, man. Oh yeah, where is fucking Akivili cat, man? I still haven't fucking found that little guy. He's supposed to show up daily, right? Because you can get rewards from him, like 7 times, once per day. He was here originally, but now he's just fucking gone. I don't know where the fuck is he. Where's the Akivili cat, man? I guess I will never know. Do I wanna do a run of currency wars? Not really, I'm not gonna lie. That reading kinda tired me out. It's been 3 hours, so it's like, that was quite a bit of reading in a row. So I think I will let myself fucking rest from this. Tomorrow? What day is it tomorrow? I actually don't know if I will be streaming tomorrow. Wait, what day is it tomorrow? 29. Then maybe. Maybe. But if yes, then tomorrow would be the last stream of the week. I don't know what we will do though. Do I have anything to do? The card game event here, I think it said it starts on the 29th, right? So we can do the card game thing tomorrow. Assuming it has a story of sorts. The previous one did, but the previous one was also the flagship event that lasted the whole patch. So who knows? Either way, we will have something to do. But for now, that's it. So I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye bye.